Hello, everybody. It is a massive game in the Premier League today. Another Big Six clash. It's Chelsea at Stamford Bridge against Manchester City, who have the chance to go 3 points clear at the top of the table. Arsenal getting a convincing win over Burnley. Spurs dropping points again, which pushes them further down the table. Hello, drumroll. We've got Yaddle. Hello, Kazoo. And James, how are we? And Jack as well. How are we all doing today? Let's just, before we get into it, let's just take a look at the old Premier League table, shall we? Which is on your screen there. If we get the win, then we could go up to 30 points. We'll be the first team to get to 10 wins this season. Hello, DI, you must be buzzing with that last minute West Ham victory. Because this has got all three City kids for the first time in a while. But this is a good lot, to be fair, this season, Kazoo. Absolutely. So technically, even if City lose today, we'll still be top of the table. If we get battered, then Liverpool will go ahead by virtue of goal difference. But look at that, 3 points so far. 3 points. 3 teams so far, all on 27 points. City out with an opportunity to take that to 30 with a win here. They are indeed, Muha, because they are Nob Coins. Affiliate things are happening and will be finalized in the coming days. But guys, shall we go have a look at the lineups for today's games? Let's go over, shall we, to my tactical area. Hello, everybody. We're over here now, as you can see. Look at the pixelation over there. You love to see it. You really do. I can still see your comments coming through here, which is great to see. Bones, 8 goals. Not Ben Palmer. Sons 8 goals. Second best striker in the league. Yes, DI definitely has been better than Palmer. Well done, Liam, for passing your driving test. Amazing stuff. That is huge. Big congrats, Liam. Are you getting a car? Are you going to drive on your parents' car? Let me know. But lads, this is the situation. These are the lineups for today's game. Let's start with the home side first of all, Chelsea, and then we'll move on to the away team in Manchester City. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit confused, or not confused, a little bit maybe taken aback is the right word, in terms of mainly Chelsea's attacking quadrants. I don't know if that's a term. It's a term I've just coined right now, because I thought what was going to happen was a similar way in how Chelsea lined up against Arsenal when Jackson didn't actually play, and it was Mudryk. Mudryk was on the left, and Sterling and it was Gallagher in the 10, and Sterling and Palmer sort of rotated in between, floating in from the right, and the sort of like this false 9 striker sort of vibe. Thank you for following LNobbins. That is a brilliant name. Don't worry about the red hands, guys. It's to do with lighting and contrast. Don't worry about it. Yes, so I thought this was going to be the case, and basically the reason why they did this against Arsenal was because then you can play very narrow. So it means that there is basically no space for Arsenal to exploit in this sort of area. It makes it a very compact area of the pitch. So if I said Spurs, I meant to say Arsenal. I'm talking this about the Arsenal game at Stamford Bridge. And what that meant was, if we're to, for argument's sake, say that, Ødegaard, Havertz, whoever started in Arsenal's midfield that day, Declan Rice, there was no space for them to operate. Chelsea did a really good job of congesting the middle in a similar way to what Arsenal... These fucking lights, man. I'm going to go insane. In a similar way to what... Arsenal did to City, Chelsea did to Arsenal conversely. I'm very sorry about the lighting situation. I literally bought another light so this wouldn't happen. So now my hands are going to be really dark. We love to see the fucking technology break, don't we? So yeah, apologies for that. There's nothing I can do about that, sadly. So that's why I thought that was going to happen. But that isn't going to happen, clearly. So let's just pop all the City players back. And basically, the reason why I thought that Chelsea were going to do that was because it worked so well. But it does now mean that it's going to be Jackson there. And I mean, so it's going to be less emphasis on City to have to go down the wings. Sure it will. That was basically the reason why Arsenal weren't able to get much joy in that game. They didn't exploit the width. It was there for the taking. Chelsea gave it to them in the same way that Arsenal gave it to City at the Emirates, but it was Gvardiol and Walker in those positions who aren't naturally inclined to want to progress the ball forwards. Saka and Martial that day didn't really do enough to take on Chelsea, but that's largely irrelevant because Chelsea haven't done that. So it's going to be a very, very similar situation in terms of how they, similar team in how they played against Spurs. So I actually don't have that much to say about the Chelsea team, to be fair. It's actually not as dangerous, I don't know if that's the term, as I thought it would be. I thought they were going to cause City more of a tactical headache in that respect. That hasn't happened. As Will says there, is Doku going to pass the Reece James test? Well, I think it's probably going to be the other way around because this for me was going to be the story of the game. I'm a little bit, again, taken back that Cucurella is starting. I thought it was going to be Colwill. That was maybe going to be something that our wingers could exploit. Yeah, exactly, Ted, get that blunder. But that hasn't happened. Again, it's a more traditional fullback in there rather than a centre-half. Doku starting. Let's talk. So that's the opposition. Let's talk about City now. Everyone knows I'm a big fan of Grealish in these big games. Quite often I will say that I would rather Grealish start, away against a big side like United, Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, whoever. I'd rather Doku play against like a low block team. I sort of changed my thoughts on that a little bit last week when I was on Lewis's stream. He asked me who would I like to play, Doku or Grealish, and I actually said I really wanted Doku to play. I just want it to be a case where we just basically say fuck it and we just go for it, because Reece James has had his issues this season, both in terms of injury situations and also when he's played he hasn't been that impressive, to be honest. I remember last season against Real Madrid, he didn't have the best time against Vinicius. Doku is a similar sort of winger in terms of he will want to have a go at him. I am happy that he's going to be that guy to take on Reece James. It's going to be a big day for Cole Palmer from a defensive point of view. I think he'll be expected to drop back and assist, because if Doku is left isolated 1v1 on Reece James, Doku is objectively, statistically, the best dribbler in Europe, and maybe even the world, in terms of the amount of take-ons and the take and completion rate. Leave him one-on-one with any fullback. Never mind Reece James, who I think hasn't been up to the standards that we maybe associate with him when he's fit. It's going to be a long day. There is no John Stones. He's injured. So, I'm speaking caveman. I don't know what that means, Kazoo. Jackson's more Premier League hat-tricks than Rashford. I need to drink a little bit more energy. I don't know what that means. Lolo, I don't know what that means. Hello, Lucas. Love you too. At this point, the question has to be a fullbacks can pass a Doku test. Indeed, Jack. Absolutely. Yeah. So there is no John Stones. That's why the bench is looking quite light, because Stones is injured. So this is how I think and assume the game is going to be played, with Walker as the right, and this is how I wanted the City team to actually start, by the way, in the absence of Stones. I'm a big fan of the idea of Bernardo dropping into that pivot alongside Rodri. Lots of people have talked about how do we replace John Stones? Do we push Gvardiol up in there? Do we do an Akanji situation where we try to push him up top? But lots of people seem to forget that in the absence of Stones at the start of the season, we quite often played a midfielder alongside Rodri, whether that was Kovacic, whether that was Nunes. So it's not really a surprise to me that it is going to be probably Bernardo there. And what that does, as I say, this isn't an on-ball weakness, not having Stones and having Bernardo. In fact, if anything, it's an upgrade. And it means that we can still play Doku on the left. Most importantly, maybe not most important, but maybe most interestingly, I am indeed standing Abdi, yes. It does mean that it's going to be Walker pushing up to the right. And again, this is something that I really wanted. Why is my touchscreen fucking up? That's something that I really wanted because of the threat of the pace of Sterling and maybe even Jackson if he tries to go down that side with Sterling. So I'm very happy it will be Walker at right back and then at the right wing. Nobbins, do you think City will try to hit Chelsea on The counter, no Muha. I think that if anything, it will be Chelsea trying to counter us. City will have more of the ball today. Chelsea will probably let us have more of the ball, and they will try to counter with Sterling, with Jackson, Palmer, Gallagher, etc. Mudryk has the shittiest trim in the premise already. It's absolutely dreadful, says Kazoo. Nathan Teller scored for Lever. Cusin, lovely. Tayab says it's a bit of an attacking side, and it is, and I sort of like that, to be fair, Tayab. As I say, it was going to be about whether it's Doku or Grealish. And yeah, so Walker on the right means that we're going to see Foden, no doubt, in this midfield role, means that we can get Alvarez in the team. The only question mark for me was whether we were going to see like this sort of combination play where it was, Bernardo, Grealish at Old Trafford. Thank you, Daniel. Sorry about my hands being so dark. There is supposed to be a light, but it's broken. It's so annoying because I bought another light to replace the other light which broke, so I don't really know what's going on there. Yeah, so it's not going to be Bernardo. Doku, as I say, there was loads of good left-sided work in that game. I guess that could still be the case if like Bernardo floats in around these areas, but I would be very surprised if it was going to be, we try to replicate that with Foden. I don't want to see that. I don't think it makes sense because then out of possession you have to have Alvarez on the right. Foden at striker doesn't really make much sense to me. So I think that's what is going to happen in terms of how the game's going to be played. City will have all the ball. Chelsea will look to counter, as I say, with their pacey attacking triumvirate. It'll be a big day for, obviously, lots of focus around Cole Palmer in recent days. He has been putting in good performances for Chelsea, so therefore it's going to be a big day for Gvardiol defensively, and also Doku to track back. He'll have a lot of responsibility. That's what Grealish is so good at. Please don't let Michael Jackson score against us, says Abdi. It could be Foden, Bernardo, right wing, Walker, right centre back, Kanji pushed up. It could, Will. I really don't want that to happen. You're absolutely right. That could happen. I really don't want it to happen. And Liam says we're coming for first place. We would have to lose by like 3-0 for that to happen, Liam. It could happen, to be fair, but I doubt it. So, do I have anything else to say? If I just have a look at the bench, maybe. There's Mudryk on the bench for Chelsea. Outside of that, it's relatively slim pickings, in fairness. For City, again, outside of Jack Grealish, it's relatively slim pickings in terms of players I would want to be brought onto the pitch. So I don't know if substitutions are really going to impact this game outside of, maybe City going, one goal up. Maybe Grealish comes on to try to see out and control the game. Big day for Cucurella up against Walker and Foden. Big day for Walker. City haven't been very creative down their right wing in particular because it's been Walker who's been the right winger. Not naturally creative player, so the question will be, can Cucurella cope with Walker and Foden combinations? Can Enzo then, who I think is a little bit of an off-ball liability, can he then cope? Because Foden loves to ghost in and around this area. Lots of people call him like a false winger in like the positions he takes up, and I sort of agree with that to an extent. Daniel says Bernardo will be the best player on the pitch. He loves big away games. Indeed, Daniel. I think he's going to maybe have a more conservative role in today's game. As compared to the Old Trafford one, but we shall see. And guys, that's what I think is good. That's what I think is going to happen. In terms of like a score prediction, I'm going to go. I think City will win. I think it's going to be a tight game. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's going to be. Well, I certainly can't see Chelsea battering City. I could potentially see a scenario where it's the other way around, but I don't think it will be that case. I do think it will be tight. I don't think there's going to be too many goals. Maximum 3, I think. I will go 2-1 to City. I think we will concede. I'll probably go for like a Palmer assisting Raheem Sterling goal or something like that. But I do think that City have enough quality to get the win. As good as the individuals at Chelsea are, they have been very hot and cold this season. And they are 10th in the Premier League table. I know they've been good at Stamford Bridge against the bigger sides. They drew against Liverpool, drew against Arsenal, but they actually had the lead. No, they didn't have the lead against Liverpool. They did have a 2-goal lead, though, against Arsenal. So, and they obviously beat Spurs recently, so they've been playing well against the big teams. So it is a big test for City. Daniel says we need to be 100% focused. It'll be a close game, and Stamford Bridge is a small pitch. If City lose, get a Ben White trim. Will says 2-0 City because Nicholas Jackson's going to fluff his lines. Tayab, stop, mate, stop. Muha says, do you think Haaland can win the Ballon d'Or if he wins the Champions League again? Yeah, he definitely can. You definitely can. Whoever wins the Ballon d'Or, you've probably got to win an international trophy or the Champions League, or have an unreal, like, impossible to ignore season. Like, if you have a look at the past Ballon d'Or winners, outside of players who have won the Champions League or got to a Champions League final or got to an international final, it's only really like Messi and Ronaldo with their ridiculous individual seasons who have really won it in sort of like the last 20 years or whatever. So you're probably gonna have to win the Champions League at least, yeah. Trophy to be avoided, says lol, brilliant. James says, just like that, Spurs are third, got to love it. Messi never winning a Ballon d'Or again, indeed. It's probably down to Haaland or Mbappe. I think Mbappe's got to get out of PSG for that to happen, in my opinion. Tayab, drumroll, says 2-0 City. I hope we don't concede for Gvardiol and Diaz in my FPL. Thunder says, hello, how you doing, matey? He did say, but I did see something like Enrique wasn't happy with his performance. Don't quite know what was going on there. It's Harry Kane's season, says, Will, again, if Bayern get the Champions League, or if England win the Euros, then it's probably going to be Harry Kane's Ballon d'Or. But conversely, if Real Madrid get the Champions League, it'll be Bellingham and, whatever. But yeah, guys, that is the game. That is that. Apologies for the lighting scenario. Literally, that one just arrived today, and now this one breaks. Don't know what's going on, but there we go. There we go, chaps. Boom, and we're back, and we're out here. Hope you guys like the that tactical board thing. It's so annoying when technology doesn't work, but oh well, we're out here. Hello, Sean. How are you doing, you cheeky man? How are you doing, cheeky? Super Sunday should give us an idea about Boxing Day this season. What does that mean, Thunder? Tab says, we'll beat Everton 1-0. Johnny Evans' header. Isn't Evans injured? If you haven't already got his score predictions in yet, chaps, do it. This is why I'm a Luddite, says Will. Oh dear, 4 points off City. Well, let's have one more look at the table. 2-1 to City, says James. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I totally forgot. It's the international break. Have we just had an international break? Have we just had one? Why? To be fair, you are right, Tayab. It is very close at the top. It's been 6 weeks. Has it? It feels like it was only yesterday. God, I don't know why I think that. It feels like it's been really close together. Yeah, if City get the win, we will be 3 points clear off Liverpool and the Arsenal. I think City will not sign big players in January. I'd be very surprised if we signed anyone major, Muha, outside of that River Plate player that we're apparently signing. Indeed, James. With 3 in 3 months at the beginning of the season, then you have 1 in the second half of the season. Yeah, I just feel like there have been a lot recently. I don't know, Kazoo. How many minds did you pass your test with? I think 2. I think. One of them was like the pre, what's it called? You know, where you've got to open the car and be like, that's a fucking engine, that's a fucking thing. One of them was for that. I just like fucked it up. I can't remember what the other minor was for. I think, yeah, so I got like 1 on-road one, I guess. Well done, Liam, huge. Coming over City, Leipzig at home. That's huge. Sean, hope you enjoy it. Hello, Ed. That's huge. Well, yeah, I got 0 majors, obviously. First time of asking as well. Hello, Musty. Super something makes me excited. It says, Thunder. Leverkusen have owned Berlin. That's the one. Yeah, show me, tell me. That's the one, Will. Yeah, because I think you got to answer 2. I got 1 right, and then I just, like, said the total... the guy pointed at one thing. I thought he was pointing at something else, so I gave him the solution to something which is totally the opposite. He looked to be like... Are you sure about that? But apart from that, passed on my first time. We love to see that. We really do. Love the lamp. Yes, Musty. You'll have missed my sort of preview at the start. But I'm not to that game, sure, no, because it's Champions League. But yes, I'm really happy with... this is basically the best City team and lineup that I could have hoped for. There was talk beforehand about whether Kovacic was going to play instead of Foden. That really concerned me. Given how amazing Foden's been this season and how, you know... Kovacic is fine, but he's not Foden. So I'm very happy with the team. The only question mark for me was whether it's going to be Doku Grealish, as we've discussed, and it's going to be a more attacking Doku rather than Grealish. Grimaldo's goal was a thing of art, says TTV. When, where, what? Context. Palmer Reece James win this game for Chelsea. Yeah, Will started to.
Reece James win this game for
I know Will's got a Reece James fetish. He's now got a Cole Palmer fetish, which is interesting. I've got sick championship knowledge, says Tayab. Excellent. Foden's this season's been fantastic. Thunder, he's been our second best player behind Rodri, definitely. Chelsea getting an easy victory, says Archie. An easy victory is a very bold statement. Let me know what you think the score's going to be, matey, Archie.
Sancho, Rashford, White tick mark, and Kunku, Sunaro.
Yeah, you do, Will. Like, it's even with their older players as well. And Thiago Silva. Yeah, are you sure? You sure you're a Chelsea fan? Bring back championship questions for the football quiz. Well, the football quiz is going on pause for a bit because we'll be playing Noblet Pro clubs. It's a good point, Musty. Yeah. Ake, Stones, Gomez, and KDB all injured. Yeah, there is no Ake either on the bench. I didn't realise he was out. Don't think that would have mattered anyway. I wouldn't have had him start. The only negative here is that there is no John Stones. But apart from that, everyone is fully fit. Without outside of KDB, obviously we don't have our best player, but still, this team should be enough to beat Chelsea for sure. I bet you would, Liam. We don't talk about what I actually think, but Narmbred, I'm a dreamer. 2-1 for the Chelsea win. Hey, Archer, that could definitely happen. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Let's go 3 points clear next week, says Liam. Oh, yeah, that is a massive game, to be fair. Like, first game back in the Premier League after the international break is City-Chelsea, is it? Yes, we're doing Noblet Pro Clubs TTV starting from next Friday at 10. It's going to be amazing. Those last 4 Chelsea versus City results are devious. Daniel says his Raffle fans are weird. They're so jealous of Foden for some weird reason. Seeing Raffle fans on Twitter and YouTube saying he's been poor. I don't know where that's come from, Daniel. They mustn't be watching they mustn't be watching football, because, as I say, he's been City's second best player this season, and it's not even really close, to be honest. It's an early kickoff, which isn't ideal. Is that for travel, Liam? Bro got pocketed by Lindelof. Wait, who's that? Doku the keeper is going to do a griddy. Says Narmbred. We shall see. It's a big game in the Premier League. As I say, I'm going to go for a cheeky 2-1 Man City victory. It's going to be tight. It's going to be a hard game. It's not going to be a battering. Nobbins are going to carry you. They probably will, Muha. Remember when there was an emoji game where, yes, DR, emoji bingo. Well, Rodri's been our best player. Foden's been our second best player. And then you can have an argument about, whether it's Alvarez third, Haaland third. But the top two is definitely Rodri, Foden. And then, as I say, you can have a debate about Alvarez, Haaland below that. Top 3 of the season is Alvarez, Foden, and Rodri for me. Says Daniel, yeah, I'd definitely have that as a top 3 as well. I could have Alvarez in there. As I say, you can have Haaland 3 or 4. It's close between the two. It is close, but in terms of overall, in terms of the game so far, it's undisputed for me. It's Rodri at the top, undisputed Foden second. You can have a debate about third, in my opinion. Now, let's not do emoji bingo, DR, because, it's a faff. 3-1 City, says Muha. Let's go. Edson's a shout as well, says Musty. It is tricky because it's always going to be weighted towards attacking players by virtue of, whatever. I have Haaland top. I feel like this is a victim of standards. So if maybe, maybe. Potentially. Haaland's definitely a shout. He's definitely top 3, top 4 at least. For me, it's Rodri, Foden, then you can debate therein. Sal's coming for Haaland, says DR. He actually is. Isn't he only one behind Haaland now, to be fair? I mean, Salah had, a subpar season last year, and some people decided that he was like, finished. It's like, guys, it's Mo Salah. Let's not be mad. It's Mo Salah. Haaland, Alvarez, Foden says, well, again, that is a fine top 3. I think Rodri's got to be in there, though. Nobbins, you're OP3. Love bingo, says Narmbred. Oh, dear. Come on, City. Abdi said, I'm feeling Haaland scores. He could do. I know the abilities, but Rodri top just because he strangled a man. Fair enough. Bowen, yeah, Bowen popping off again. That was a lovely header they scored today. You always look relaxed. I'm a relaxed man, Muha. I'm chill. No, Liam, that's what I'm saying. I hope you saw that. That's why I put it in brackets. Subpar. Because he wasn't shit, was he? Foden's so good. It's baffling people think he's worse than Saka, even though they are different types of players. Yeah, I mean, Ed, I've made my piece very known on Foden. For some reason, this season especially, he's, in my opinion, so far, this has been his best season in a City shirt. He might not be getting like the goals or the assists, but in terms of the maturity and the overall play, for me, this is his best season so far. And I guess people online don't like that, and I don't know why. But there we go. I miss Laporte. Yeah, I love Laporte. Everyone knows I love Laporte, Musty. He was one of my favourite players. You guys know I love a left footer. Look at Pep's face. You know, I love the way that he plays on the ball. I love Laporte. I'm still convinced he could have done a solid job for us this season. And it's such a shame he's gone to Saudi. Saka's being wheeled out on a prosthetic leg. I think Foden's best was 2021. That's a debate to be had, Abdi. He certainly had more high-profile games that season. I think of, people, normally talk about the PSG game and the Dortmund game where he was unbelievable. But again, in terms of an overall, I'm personally saying this is Foden's best season so far. Early days. Last season, he was on course to have his best season in a City shirt, but then he got injured and appendicitis, and then he got another injury, so it sort of stunted him. Maddison got pulled out, add Ward-Prowse for set pieces. I don't see that in terms of like an England, in terms of an England situation. I don't see the point of having Ward-Prowse or Bowen. They're good players, but I don't see how they contribute to the overall theme style of what England are trying to be and achieve. That's my take on it. I don't really see the point of him being there. Good players in their own right, not the sort of players that I'm of the view England need. That's why, even though Di, I've made it clear to you, I think Bowen's been better than Palmer this season, for example. But I think long term, I think Palmer would offer more for England than what Bowen would offer, just by virtue of how they play. How's Ward-Prowse not fit in? What would he be fitting in to do? Like, what would he be doing? You'd have to play him instead of, I don't know. Who'd you play him instead of? He's not just hoofball. I know, but I don't know what he offers compared to the players who I would want to play ahead of him. I just don't see the point. Phillips should go on loan in Chandler. We just need to sell him. We just need to sell him, Muha. Yes. Yes, that's why. Yes, definitely. And also, there's more of a potential with Palmer, what he could become. It makes more sense, in my opinion, to call him up over Bowen. But as I say, that doesn't mean I think Palmer's a better player. Doesn't mean I think Palmer is having a better season, because he isn't. I want Eze in the squad. Again, I'd rather him than someone like whoever, because again, there is a potential to do something. We're just doing the remembrance situation here, guys. I've done my remembering, so I'm good. My throat is very dry, by the way. Very, very dry. Goodness me. Palmer's good generally, Tayab. He's very good generally. He's a lovely lad. But he was never, sadly, he was, the signing of Doku basically meant that Palmer was never going to have a chance at City. Where would he play in this team? He wouldn't even be like fourth choice right winger. He wouldn't be a third choice left winger. He wouldn't be like fifth choice in the midfield. It's a really tricky situation. What does Rashford do except score? That's what Bowen does. I mean, I wouldn't want Rashford to start, DR, to be fair. Are you the Pratt go? What does that mean? It's a shame Palmer left, but City profited hard to get him out for a guy. Exactly, Ed. I mean, Pep talked about it in his press conference. That, what was I going to say then? Yeah, that's, it's not about, like, we don't mind selling to rivals, and, like, if it's good for the player, it's good for the clubs, then it's a good sign to be done. And as I say, that there was, in an ideal world, somehow Palmer would have stayed at City. There we go, we've kicked off. Somehow Palmer would have stayed at City, and somehow we would have made it work. But outside of him like going on loan for a season and proving, you know, that he should be starting over, you know, Bernardo, Doku, Grealish, etc., it's basically impossible to justify that. Okay, we have started. There we go. It is indeed accurate, Will. Yes, it is accurate. Nunes has not been starting regularly. He's integrating with the team. Yeah, and I don't think he wasn't brought in to be, you know, a week in, week out starter either. Can we see the match? You can, guys. It's on Sky Sports. You know, he wasn't brought in to be this guy to start week in, week out. He was brought in to maybe be that guy in the future, but to, in the meantime, be like a squad player. I've never seen it, Village. I've seen Shrek the Third. Now I'm massive active in the chat, practicing my left-footed club defending. Love that from you, Ed. Keep it going, keep it going. Yeah, I've seen the first 3 Shrek films. The third one wasn't very good. But the first one's great, and in my opinion, the second one's even better. Guys, I've got some stats for you. Yes, and that's going to be a big bass as well. Potentially Sterling versus Kyle Walker. I'm crying after watching again. Don't cry, it's okay. Yeah, so no surprises so far in how Chelsea have set up. Bernardo giving it away in a silly way, though. And we will just double check to see how City are setting up with and without the ball. Oh, so Holland not quite able to get onto that interception as well as I'd liked him to. Hello, Disney. I know, right? I'm surprised no one's talking about Jota's season. To be fair, Liam, I think that a lot of people are, maybe myself, I don't think I'm underrating Liverpool. I'm saying they'll finish comfortably third. But maybe a lot of people aren't really paying attention to Liverpool because obviously the main narrative is, you know, City, Arsenal, I know at the start of the season, Spurs. So I guess it's probably in Liverpool's best interest to, you know, just vibe and chill. Alvarez, heavy touch. Bernardo's able to do something with it. Palmer's got to come back and defend it. I thought he fouled Bernardo, but he wins the goal kick. Hello, Seb. How you doing? Play out to half-time. I don't know how to do that, Village. Yeah, exactly, Liam. If I was a Liverpool fan, I'd love that. I'd just be like, I'd just be chilling. I'd just be chilling. I'd be like, you know, let us do our thing. Let us, exactly, Liam. You should want that to happen. I remember, I'm not saying Liverpool will do this, but City did a similar thing. It was like the 2020-21 season where like no one was really talking about us, and then out of nowhere we were like 6 points ahead of everyone, just won the title with these. I mean, to be fair, I think Liverpool are underdogs relative to City. I don't think that's an unfair thing to say. I don't think that's a silly thing. Oh, Foden, that is so good, you beautiful man. Outdoing 2 Chelsea players there, winning the foul. Well, 12 weeks into the Prem, we're already thinking about what the title race is going to look like. Indeed, Thunder, it's fun to theorise. It's a good point, Liam. It's a good point. I don't think so, Tayab. As I say, I've got them third. Because I'm sure everyone before a ball was kicked this season would have had a combination of City and Arsenal in their top 2. Ball switched immediately over to Doku. Not really the best ball. Palmer can't keep it in. As I say, it'll be a big game for Gavardio, who's been a rock this season so far, by the way. He's been ridiculous. Sterling loves City. I don't know if he does. I wouldn't be surprised if Sterling celebrated against us. I wouldn't, you know, wouldn't hold it against him. It's a good tackle by Gallagher on Akanji, and that's actually kept in. Akanji caught napping there. Is that a foul? Referee says play on, and they do. Yeah, exactly. That's really good defending by Foden, because Kukurea could have put the ball in. Good tracking back, Foden. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about earlier, guys. Like, I feel like his off-ball work this season has been particularly good. In terms of, like, he's more aware. Like, there, he spots the runner, Kukurea, still spots him, doesn't let him get away from him. Wins a tackle. Really well done, Phil, because that could have been a dangerous situation. At Palmer, corner, easily into the hands of Edson. Good Manc accent. Thank you, matey. It is a Manc accent. Manchester's a big place. You would know that if you were from here. I didn't know Salah was on 10 goals now. I thought, yeah, he's only one behind Haaland, isn't he, Liam? I've bought my first Chinese, whatever. DR, actually hang yourself. Foden finding Alvarez. A space for Haaland, maybe. Should have not really made that decision in that moment, Alvarez. Haaland hadn't put himself into the right areas. Where is Rodri? Where is Rodri? Mate, why have we got no midfield, guys? That's far too easy. That's poor from Jackson. That's really good work by Doku. He is fouled, but City play on. Come on, Rodri, sort it out. Same thing with, it's the Afro that adds attributes. Wait, what? What, for Kukureya? City lose football matches during this time period. What, you mean like the sort of like early stage in the season? You're absolutely right, KX. You're absolutely right. Foden, nice ball into Walker. City corner. Big day for Kukureya. He's got to have a big... He's sort of been taken out of the team a little bit by Colwill recently. But there we go. Guys, if you're watching on the TikTok, much better experience over on Twitch and YouTube. Links for both of those on my TikTok page. You know, you don't have the fucking mic in front of my face, for example. How's Anthony Taylor back? What, didn't people say he was demoted and then that just like hasn't happened or something? Or has it happened? Was it just for like a one-off? Anthony Taylor's having a point. Hello, oh gosh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, but hello, One. How you doing, mate? Educate me, how do I pronounce that name in Queen's English? From South Korea, that's huge. You're a City fan, massive. Rahina says, why we're getting cooked? I mean, we've only just started. We're only 7 minutes in. Well done, Doku. He did Sterling there. And then Jackson did him. That's poor, Doku. You should have done better there. Now, yeah, Jackson not going to get past Kyle Walker. No. You're a citizen. Love that from you, mate. Love that from you. Let me know what you think the score's going to be. Your name's King. I'll try to remember that, matey. How you doing, King? Again, Rodri. That's a lax ball. Normal English would do. Even that from Rodri. Rodri, sort yourself out. Switch up. Come on, mate. You've been bad so far. Come on. I bigged you up. Bigged you up before the game. This is how you repay me. Come on. Get it together. Get it together. Why don't you like Gvardiol, DR?
Doku every training session versus Gvardiol.
Terrified.
The rest have got no money, but we'll still win the league.
Yeah, he's been a little bit... He's been a bit lax so far. As I say, a bit lackadaisical. Just needs to switch on a bit. But it hasn't cost us yet. That's for sure. Right, can we get some attack momentum on the bar? Yes, we can. There we go. Lovely. That's a poor ball. Come on, boys. Wake up. Wake up. Hey! Big up whoever did that. Thank you, King. Thank you. Well, shut up. KX, mate, are you okay? Well done, Rahina. That's impressive. It's now a City throw-in. Lovely, lovely. It is shaping up to be a tight game so far in these early stages. Both sides just trying to suss out each other. Thiago Silva prevents that going behind, but then gives it away to Foden, who then gives it away to Walker. So Sterling, who then gives it away to Walker, who then gives it away to Haaland, who then gives it away to Foden. What is occurring? Right. Reset, lads. Reset. Another Walker throw. Well, hopefully you're synchronized with me now. That's a good throw by Walker finding little Phil. Is go Doku, maybe first chance to have a go at Reece James. Beats him there. Oh, nearly found Foden. That was nearly glorious. And this is what we were talking about earlier. Enzo immediately trying to find the running behind of Jackson. Akanji was on it, though. Less of that, KX. Sal's now 1 goal away from breaking into the top 10 Prem scorers of all time. Really? He's definitely going to... He'll get into, like, top 5. How far is he off top 5? I mean, for example, could he get that this season, or would he have to say another season, Liam? I don't know what the top 5 is nowadays. Is Aguero 5th? Is he 6th? I don't know. It's because Harry Kane is now 2nd, isn't he? That confused my brain. It's Shearer 1st, Kane 2nd, Cole 3rd. No, Rooney 3rd, Cole 4th, Aguero 5th. There we go. I think Aguero's on 170 something. Can you do less of that counter, says Narmbread, hopefully. Why don't you like Enzo, by the way, KX? Again, bad ball by City. Edison, sort it out with your beard. Putting on the pounds. Why don't you like him? I mean, I think he's overrated by some people, but I really like Enzo as a player. I think he's very good. Why don't you like him? Yeah, this would be interesting, because Sanchez does have a mistake in him from a ball-playing perspective, so will City try to force that issue? Gvar's got to get there, and he didn't. That is poor from you, Yoshko. That is poor. Chelsea have a really good chance here to have the overload. Palmer, wrong decision there. Went for goal. Should have tried to find Gallagher on the edge of the box. Now finds him. That's poor, though. Rodri! What? I mean, that worked out, but why are you heading it back there, mate? Oh, God. Rodri, wake up. Wake up. Yeah, it was poor from Gvardiol. He committed himself. And if you commit yourself in those situations, you've got to get there. I mean, Rodri, it just worked out, but again, he's keeps making silly errors. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, well, that is definitely likely, Liam. Pounds of muscle, says Thunder. Oh, goodness me. All these players I was bigging up beforehand, now they're letting me down. What's going on? Stop it. Why are you embarrassing me in front of your mum? That's a lovely switch by Akanji. Into Phil. He needs some support. He's on his own here. Got it with Walker. Hello, King Josh. How you doing, mate? It's been a while. I don't like Coke Zero either. It's a bit of a nothing flavour for me. Bit of a nothing flavour. If I was going to have any Coke, it would be Diet. What is that emoji? It's not one of mine, DR. I haven't yet done mine. Gvardiol, that's an interesting ball to Doku, but interesting isn't good enough. I'm very disappointed. I haven't seen enough of Doku yet. We're not really getting him into enough 1v1 situations yet. That's sort of what I wanted this game to become. Hello, Quinch. Not Ain. What does that mean? Well defended by Phil. Again, good work. Wins the ball back for City. Good. I do like Vanilla Coke. That's fine. That's a dangerous ball by Kanji. Haaland makes it work. Well, we get it. You're a Chelsea fan. It's fine. Doku. Again, I don't want him to be taking on Cole Palmer. I want him to be further up the pitch. If Gross continues the way that he does, is he a flop? Wait, what? What do you mean, continues the way he does? DR, he's been unbelievable the last 2 games. You okay? Did you watch the United game? Or the Young Boys game? You okay? KX, he's on YouTube, so we could synchronize the timer. Here is Doku now up against Reece James. Pops the ball in. It's who's the number 2? Is that Disassi? I'd like it to I mean, it nearly worked before when he got the ball off to Foden, but or Bernardo, but he didn't quite get through the Chelsea defense. Okay, DR, interesting. Did you not watch the Manchester derby then when he was, in my opinion, our best player then? Hello, Ziggy. Like, he was started the season injured, and he's since been good. No, yes, Cakes, that's definitely why. Akanji's fouled there by Gallagher. Yeah, Akanji's getting into some very advanced positions here. I should probably be paying attention to see how we're actually shaping up. Like, is Akanji just moving forwards, or is he actually being a midfielder today? I mean, it depends on the context, KX. He was also, I mean, he got an assist. He was also denied a number of assists in the first half. It's a City free kick. Still 0-0 here. Not in a dangerous area at all. City will probably play it short. Okay, yeah, KX, that hasn't happened, but okay. We indeed do play it short, but we've still got it set up as if we're going to pop the ball in. It's looking scary, says Will. Here's Roger. Now there's some space here. Finds Alvarez, who went for the goal for some reason. Corner. Kukure has played all right so far. Any concern so far? Rodri has been a little bit careless. But apart from that, it's been fine. Basically, the main concerns for me have been when Rodri's given it away or not been in the right area. Outside of that, it's fine. Alvarez on this corner. He's going to pop one in. It's very, very deep. Gvardiol and straight down the throat of Sanchez. Yeah, KX, that clip was when we were like, it was 1-1 in the 80th minute, and the point was to kill the game. That's why it was such a good bit of play. Rice knocking on Rodri's doorstep. Okay, DR. Okay, matey. Doku doing some good defensive work there. If Reece James gets the opportunity to come forwards, that will be a threat. City pressing. It's a good ball by Sanchez. Never mind, it's gone out of play. I thought there was. I assumed there was a player there outside of my vision. You do, Kegs, if you're winning the game and you want to just see it out. Henry Wood said Rashford's better play for England than he is for United. I mean, I imagine most players are better for their nation than for United. To be fair, that's just how it works. It's like the opposite of the earlier days. Alvarez, why is no one communicating with him though? Like, that was poor from him, but why is no one saying, mate, you're about to get tackled, release it? You know what I mean? Palmer with the ball, it's poor. Kanji intercepts. Doku would win a throw-in, not turn back, but he did turn back and then created a chance. I don't understand what you people want. I should hope Chelsea are up for it, Ziggy. They are at home, to be fair, and they aren't a shit team. A lot of people have made the mistake thinking that Chelsea are shit. You know, they've had some poor results this season, but a lot of those performances, they played very well. You could say they've been unfortunate. If that ball stays in, it's fantastic, and James controls it very well. That's too easy, though. Gvardiol, again, you're letting me down here, mate. I keep bigging you up. Stop it. Chelsea, now on the edge of City's box. Falls kindly to Gallagher. Takes the shot. It's straight to Ederson. No harm there. I don't remember that game. Okay, DR. There's a weird agenda against City, says Muha. I imagine lots of people don't like City because they win a lot. It would have been an unbelievable finish had Gallagher got that right, but it was never really... It would have to be like a world-class finish at the end of the day. That's just a catching exercise for Ederson. We need to get better, says Narnbread. Yeah, it has been sloppy from City so far. It has been sloppy. But it's early days. We haven't yet conceded. That's the main thing. I thought more players that play for both. Yes, Shawnee Wright, who is behind me. Oh, yeah, Wayne Bridge, of course. Yeah. How you doing, by the way, Joe? There's not an agenda, but lots of people don't like City. And as I say, it's fair enough. Why would you like City if you're not a City fan? Why do you not like Leicester, KX? Why do you not like Leicester? Is that because they're too good for the Championship, or what? I know that's why Will doesn't like Leicester, for example. No, I don't want to watch Red Zone. I need some fucking water after this. My throat is so dry. I normally have some water here. I don't have any. I am reading YouTube comments, Muha. Yes, I am. Gvardiol will get to that ahead of Palmer. Good. Well done, Yoshko. They're cheating. Chelsea high press here. Diaz has got to be careful, and he isn't. That is poor from Ruben. That's really shit. That is really shit. Good from Akanji, though. Oh, Rodri, that's much better. Well done. But then you overdid it, and then you overdid it. Jesus. Gallagher still down. Keep playing, boys. It's not a head injury. Keep going. Good take. Now attack. Come on. Doesn't matter if he's prone. Keep going. The referee hasn't stopped the game. It's not a head injury. Why would you kick it out of play? It's up to him to stand up. Here is Bernardo. Pops the ball in, but is that a corner? Nope. Two Chelsea players tackle each other. James, get up, mate. Coming to Foden. It's well defended by Thiago Silva. It's a corner. He does what he wants, DR. Endo is clear, says Quinch. You have Rodri. Or is that a foul by Haaland? Has he given a Chelsea a foul? Then we beat them, so it's clear they belong in the championship. What's going on here? Is there a corner or a free kick to Chelsea? Penalty. It's not a penalty. It's a free kick to Chelsea. Oh. Oh. Is Kukurea bringing Haaland down? Oh, that's what they're asking. Oh. Oh, guys, they might be giving the penalty to City. Okay. I mean, he's onside there. That's fine. It's not a case of a... Oh, they're going to ask... I mean, that's not a foul. They've got to see whether Haaland... What is going on here? Is that handball? No. I actually don't know what's going on now, guys. I don't know what's going on. I can't tell if they're gonna rule it out because Doku's apparently fouled James. It doesn't look like a foul to me. It doesn't look like a foul on Kukurea on Haaland. It looks like Haaland's holding on to him first of all. I don't think that's a penalty either way. I don't think this is going to be a penalty, guys. I very doubt it. I very much doubt it. Because it looks like Kukurea... It looks like Haaland fouls Kukurea. A penalty's been given. Wow. Wow. That is fucking mental, guys. That is insane. There is no way that is a penalty, guys. No chance. No fucking chance is that a penalty. Haaland fouls Kukurea as much as Kukurea fouls Haaland. No way. That is at most is a coming together. Because Haaland initiates on Kukurea. Kukurea just gives it back. No way. I don't think Doku fouls Reece James. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. I have an issue with the fact that Haaland clearly initiates the fouling on Kukurea. That is never a penalty, guys. Never a penalty. Don't cry. I'm a City fan. Why would I be upset? I'm just trying to be fair. It's not a penalty. So if City don't score this, then it probably is justice served. To be fair. But I mean, to be fair, Ed, it's more the VAR in the background who should be looking at that and going, well, clearly Kukurea. So Kukurea does bring down Haaland. That's not in dispute. My issue with it is that Haaland clearly, initiates the fouling process on Kukurea. So I think it's a foul on Kukurea before it's a foul on Haaland. I think both are foul. Does that make sense? Haaland with the chance to make it 1-0 to City from the penalty spot. Can he do it? Yes, he can. I can't in good faith celebrate that goal because I don't think that was a penalty. I think we've got very, very lucky there. Yeah, that is... We're winning 1-0. Lovely. I feel really bad about that. I don't really want to celebrate it. That's poor. That's poor. In my opinion, that's a foul on Kukurea. Oh well, we take those. This is why football is genuinely falling off. You can't celebrate goals anymore, and you get controversy every match. Anthony Taylor can't stop himself getting things wrong. Yeah, guys, never a penalty. The issue is I do care because now, whatever happens now, even if City go on to win this game 5-0, it's not going to happen. Let's say City go on to win 5-0. It's irrelevant because all that's going to be spoken about now, no matter what happens from here on out, is that penalty shouldn't have happened. So now, even if City get the win, it's not going to feel like warranted. Do you know what I mean? So I'm a little bit annoyed at that, but you know, I'm not gonna be fucking too devastated. We have just scored, but you know, yeah. When was the last time we had a normal big game? Manchester Derby was pretty normal. Good interception by Gvardiol. And Cucurella was booked, by the way. And Cucurella was booked in all that. Oh dear. Right. Well, we haven't really started well, but we are 1-0 up. Well, I say a little. Yeah, if we could get someone could please put a mouse emoji in the chat, so we could summon the owl. That'd be great, guys, in the chat. Penalty, yes or no? Penalty, yes or no? I don't think that's a penalty. Let me know in the Twitch and YouTube chat. Just say penalty yes or penalty no. And Palmer was also booked in that exchange. Oh wow. Wow, Cole. Fuck you then, mate. He tried to do the whole penalty spot shenanigans. What the hell? Oh, Sterling was nearly in there. His touch just let him down. Maybe it was fizzed into him too quickly. Comes to Conor Gallagher, who's been very dangerous so far. Caicedo shot. Good block by Rodri. Yeah, no pen, says DR. No pen, says Ziggy. No chance of it's Anthony Taylor, and I haven't even seen it. Yeah, apparently Palmer was messing up the penalty spot. What a dickhead. Like, let's not do that. Isn't that, like, cheating? It's dangerous from Chelsea. And City are fouled on the edge of the box. It's a Chelsea free kick in a dangerous area. It's but for dissent. Ah, Fairs will. Fairs. It's a free kick in a dangerous area now. Yeah, not a penalty, for sure. Free kick in a very dangerous area here. Reece James. Has Reece James scored a penalty for Chelsea? If he has, I can't remember it off the top of my head. But he's looking over this as if he wants to take it. Also, Cucurella and Thiago Silva. An interesting array of penalty takers. And it is probably more set up for a right footer, you'd say. So you'd guess it's going to be Reece James trying to go to Ederson's right. It's probably the perfect range, would you say? Reece James to hit this. He does. It's on target. What a save, Ederson. Well, a save I'd expect him to make, to be fair. But still, good save. Lovely. He went to Ederson's left in the end. In fairness, you expect... That is the keeper's side. You expect him to save that. Actually, never mind. It's a save you expect him to make. Oh, well. Doesn't Palmer take their pens? For Chelsea, yeah, he's taken the last 3... He scored 3 goals for Chelsea, and all of them are penalties, I'm pretty sure. In fact, the first one against Arsenal, Sterling wanted to take it, and Palmer was like, I've seen this story before. I've seen this script. No chance. And Chelsea have equalised, and it's Thiago Silva from the corner. Why are we conceding from corners, lads? That's poor, man. That is really poor defensively. I'm not sure why we're conceding from corners. Very upsetting. But there we go. Order is restored, and we reset. I thought Haaland was going to get on the end of that cross, and then he chose not to. Let's have a look at this one. Indeed, Tayab, indeed. Absolutely. Yeah, it's just a good... No one really picks up the run of... Just no one on Thiago Silva. Awful from City. Awful from City. Thiago Silva's just like floating on the edge of the... just inside the box. Actually standing behind a Chelsea player. And no one decides to recognise him as a threat. Which is an interesting strategy to allow Thiago Silva a free run and a free header. That's really poor. Oh. Yeah, that is poor from City defensively, just allowing Thiago Silva to...
top 3 CBS again.
Allowing Thiago Silva to have a free run and a free header. There we go. Order is restored, and now we reset. There we go. His first goal for a year and a half. Wow. We've been shit, says Narnbread. It's not been the best so far from City, absolutely. In fairness, I don't think Chelsea have been that good, by the way, to be fair. Okay, less of that, Quinch. I think based on how both teams have played, you know, a draw is probably fair. To be fair, neither side's really created too much that's clear-cut from open play. Is that a corner? No, apparently not. And you can hear the Chelsea fans. They're really up for it now. Walker, that's a poor touch, mate. That's a poor touch. And City need to get the ball now and calm it down, because the Chelsea fans who, you know, felt hard done by, good tackle Diaz, who felt obviously, you know, reasonably hard done by the penalty decision, and now have had the subsequent goal, and now up for it. So City have got to calm it down, kill the game basically in terms of, like, you know, stifling them, just having the ball for sort of like a 3-minute period, just loads of passes, and getting into halftime at 1-1 would be good, I think. And as I say, we just reset from there. Just get in, drawing, calm it down. Pep sorts it out. Haven't seen nearly enough of Doku against Reece James. He's... Oh, Gvardiol, mate. He is... He's had like 2 or 3 attempts on that right side. Sorry, on Chelsea's right. City's left. Every time he's basically won that battle. Oh my god, Phil Foden just nutmegged Thiago Silva. Oh! Oh! Oh, I thought Haaland was actually going to get on the end of that. Oh, the cross nearly turned into an unbelievable goal somehow. Oh, Phil Foden just took out 3 Chelsea players in one move. Jesus Christ. He just nutmegged him. Oh, Haaland should do better there, I think. Oh. Jesus, that cross nearly turned into a goal. It is a very tight one, to be fair. Deary me. Yeah, Foden with the Meg, taking 3 Chelsea players out of the game. He's been good so far. What a surprise. Phil Foden's played well. Like he has basically every game this season. Yeah, Ed, it was a corner. Foden's been our best player this game so far, probably Narmbread, yeah. Probably. Not been happy with our defense. Haven't been happy with Rodri. Yeah, look at that. It is a Kanji in midfield. In case anyone's interested. It is Rodri and a Kanji. And Walker is still pushing up really far to the right. How fascinating. Here is Doku. Not the best ball into Bernardo. Gets it out for a Chelsea throw. What's the last clean sheet? Yeah, we haven't got many clean sheets so far. Yeah, I know, Tab. That was very I'm disappointed in Cole Palmer. That is cheating. You know, scuffing up a penalty spot. I think that's really scummy. I'm not happy with that. And he got booked for it, and rightly so. You can't be doing that. You know, yeah, I think the derby was the last one. Yeah, even against Bournemouth, we conceded. Even against the mighty Bournemouth, we got a clean sheet against Young Boys. If anyone's interested in that. How many goals you can see from corners? I think that might be our first one. I think. It was just like, oh, that's lovely from Rodri, taking it too easily away from Enzo Fernandez into Phil Foden. He's got, oh my god, I thought that was in. I thought that was just about to curve the last second. Oh my Christ. That would have been ridiculous. Oh, Foden's popping off in this game, man. Rodri did so well to get past Enzo. Foden cuts inside, beats Cucurella too easily. It's so close, man. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I don't know why. I reckon Palm would celebrate if he scored. Seems he has a hatred for Pep. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't surprise me because he's not... I didn't know this until he left. He's not a City fan. It would be a shame if he celebrated because, you know, he has been at the club since he was like 5, I think. So it would be a shame if he celebrated, but I can understand why he would. Because I'm pretty sure he's a United fan. But there we go. Phone's Mr. Sitter. KXE, have you got the game on? Oh, Doku's left it isolated there. Reece James didn't pick him up. But then James makes amends. Doku not quick enough there. Diaz. That should be a City ball. Oh, flow is a City ball. Hope he does, says Quinch. Yeah, Thiago Silva, that's poor. No, sorry, it's not poor from Thiago Silva. It's poor that City just didn't have anyone picking up that run, or were aware of that threat. Oh dear. Wait, what? Wait, you thought what was the opposite, DR? Do you see how Pep wanted him to stay, what Palmer said? No, oh right, yeah. Yeah, Palmer wanted to leave. It makes sense he wants to leave. Again, you'd be fourth pick on the right because there's Foden, there's Walker, there's Doku. Sorry, you'd be fifth pick on the right because there's Foden, Doku, Bernardo, and Walker. So fifth pick on the right. You'd be like third on the left because there's Grealish. Actually, no, fourth on the left because there's Grealish, Doku, and Foden. And the midfield, if in terms of like the 8-10 roles, there's Foden, there's Alvarez, there's De Bruyne, there's Bernardo, there's even Nunes, Kovacic. So it's a tricky situation. But Tab, if you got a player who wants to go, and you know you can get like 45 million from them. Diaz, stop. Can you stop mishitting the ball, Ruben? Please. That'd be lovely. Poor ball by Palmer. Gvardiol makes a mess of it. How on earth have we conceded from that? That is shit. That is shit. Gvardiol! Fuck are you doing, man? And Sterling scores. Gvardiol, mate! What are you doing? I don't have an issue with Sterling celebrating, by the way. There was no danger there. Palmer put in a shit ball, which Yoshko should have just dealt with. There's no real danger because Gvardiol deals with it here. Fine. And then what's he do there? And then he's playing him onside. That is shit, man. That is so bad, Gvardiol. What is that? That's really frustrating. What are you doing? What is he doing? Gvardiol, you've gifted them a goal for no reason. You've been shit this half, by the way, mate. I'm really annoyed, guys. Both goals are so avoidable. They are so avoidable. The corner, I can sort of be like, whatever, it's a set piece, it's isolated, whatever. That one is terrible. It's so annoying as well, because, like, it's a... Charge my phone there. It is a nothing ball from Palmer. Gvardiol should get in there and block it, and that's it. It's nothing. It's a nothing ball. And Diaz just gives away the ball. There you go, you've won it back. Well done. Yeah, our defense has been shit. The only player who's played well so far is actually Phil Foden. Everyone else has been shocking. Alvarez has offered nothing. Haaland's not really had anything to go off. Doku's been fine. Actually, I take it back. Doku's been fine. But we haven't been getting him to enough positions. But Diaz has been shit. Gvardiol's been shit. Rodri's been fine since the corner goal, to be honest. Kanji's been alright, actually. It's mainly been our two, what should be our two best defenders on the pitch, and Gvardiol and Diaz have both been really poor. And that's what has, well, it's certainly what caused that second goal anyway. I mean, that's not even been an issue, Tab. Like, Akanji's been absolutely fine today. Akanji has been our best defender, I'd say. Walker's been poor going forwards. It just seems to keep giving away the ball. City downfall. I mean, you say City downfall, Quinch. All I will say is that City are losing and they are still top. So it's not too much of a downfall, to be fair. If we're being fair, and I think I am, we are still top. Oh, Gvardiol, why do you do this to me? It's nothing to do with the absence of John Stones, Tayab. It's just because Gvardiol, for that second goal, has been poor. That's the issue. I've actually not been too upset with how City have played overall. Oh, Gvardiol, why do you keep getting caught out, mate? It's happened like 3 times now. What are you doing? Can you stop being shit? It keeps happening. Stop it. Stop it. Hello, Toby. Love you too, mate. Hello, Happy Central. Gavardio is really pissing me off, guys. I don't know if I've made that apparent to you yet, but he's really angering me. It's such a shame Ake isn't on the bench, because I would be genuinely asking the question of actually swap him at half-time, because he's been such a liability so far. I don't know what he's playing at. He's been so solid all season, and now he just... And now he just isn't. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, lads. Sterling up against Walker. Sterling with a shot goes wide. I don't have a problem with Sterling's celebration, by the way. It was pretty chilled out as a celebration as well, to be fair. But he's within his right to do what he wants. I'll be real, lads. King, thank you so much for following. Pepcon, shut up. We took a talk at halftime because this is dire, says Narmbread. If we're not gonna see the Doku versus Reece James 1v1, then you might as well get Doku off the pitch and just bring on Grealish. Ruben Diaz, what are you doing playing Alvarez under pressure there? Again, he hasn't had a bad game all season. Neither Diaz or Gavardio. They both decide to shit the bed in one fell swoop. That's such a good ball. Haaland should score that. Oh my god, Haaland. Why are you hitting it straight at the keeper, mate? Lovely first touch and good ball by Bernardo, and then Haaland just hits it straight at the keeper. Why isn't that a goal? Such a good attack, by the way. Really good play from City. Terrible from Haaland. Terrible. In terms of the finishing. Hit it anywhere other than the fucking middle of the goal. It's lovely. Walker finds Bernardo. I thought Bernardo did a really good pass here, but it's actually a really clever ball. Haaland, such a good first touch. Lift that Haaland. That's a terrible finish. Way too central, way too low. Poor. Should score that every time. Bernardo. We're in the Chelsea box. Kyle Walker on the edge. There's still definitely a result in this game for City, boys. But we do have to stop shitting the bed defensively. That has to happen. Yeah, exactly. It's not an issue for me at all. Foden takes a shot, but far too easy to save. Far too easy. But there we go. What do we need to do? What do we need to do in this game to change it? We don't have a midfield. That's the issue. I don't know where Rodri is picking up these positions, but that was one ball. Sterling nutmegs Doku. That was one ball. Sterling still got the ball somehow. Edison saves it. One ball by the goalkeeper bypasses our whole midfield. I don't really get what's happening with the position. Rodri is so far advanced. He's just nowhere. I don't know what's happening. I keep saying I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, but I don't really know what else to say. Because Rodri is just continually not offering anything defensively when he's our defensive midfielder. And that's a problem, guys. That's a problem. Haaland's his name, Joe. Don't worry about it. City are useless. They are still top of the table, to be fair. So I think useless is a little bit harsh. In fairness. Let's not get too cheeky with it. Kanji with a switch. Finds Foden. Again, he needs some support here. Gets it. Alvarez, would you like to contribute something to this game, matey? Because so far you've not really done much. Yes, so in terms of like the sort of midfield players, I've not been happy with Rodri, not been happy with Alvarez. Bernardo's been fine. So nice ball by Rodri into Foden. Good control. When I said Rice was better just defensive than Rodri, it's just that. Well, yeah, right, guys. I understand it's all fun and games, City are losing, but it's one game. Let's not be silly. and start saying, okay, because Roger's playing bad defensively, that means he's bad defensively. We know, we're not idiots. We know that that isn't how life works. Come on now. Let's not be silly. We could possibly come back after 45, says Happy Central. Indeed. And look, City have actually, you know, City actually created a very good chance there with Haaland. It probably should be 2-2 if Haaland decided to lift the ball at all. He just didn't. That should be a goal. Oh, come on, Akanji! What a ball by Bernardo. Free header Akanji. We love to see that. Get in. 2-2. That's what we needed. That's what we needed. That is what we needed. Bullet header. Lovely stuff. Fabulous. 2-2. Nice. It's a really good short set piece. Good ball by Bernardo Silva. Thiago Silva gets caught out by that. There we go. Akanji ghosting behind, in between James and Thiago Silva. Lovely header. Yeah. And if you're Chelsea, you've got to be so annoyed because there was a period in that game where they were in the ascendancy there. City was sort of at 6s and 7s. But as I say, if City can just get into half-time, drawing, level, and Pochettino's so angry at that. If we can just get in level, and Pep can have a talk, and try to sort out these midfield issues, which is really annoying me, how easily we're being bypassed. There's just nothing in midfield. There is nothing. That ball went out of play. I'd love to see the average positions, because it's almost like Rodri is the only defense. Like it's almost like we're playing a sort of 4. Oh, that's bad by Gallagher. We'll play, what would it be? A 4-1-3-2. Is that right? Yeah. It's not Bernardo and Rodri together. It's Rodri on his own. It's weird. Reece James is dropping a bit of a hooner. What does that mean? Bring out the tactics but at half-time, says Tayab. Yeah, we did score from a corner, but anything to make it not Thiago Silva's fault, Will. It is a corner, but it's technically a short corner. And it caught Chelsea out. Doku and Akanji doing a little cheeky celebration. If we don't see more of this Doku Reece James, I want Grealish to come on. I've never seen that, never heard of that before, Toby. They hoon. Edison, long ball FC. Chelsea deal with it though. Sanchez slipped. Do you think he would have saved it? Probably not. It was pretty good going. Gvardiol, we are gonna fall out. Stop giving the ball away, my man. I love you. Stop it, please. I'm so angry at this stinker he is dropping. I'm so angry, guys. Stop it. Why is Akanji our best defender? Before the goal, he was our best defender. What is occurring? Lads. It's not like Chelsea are doing anything extraordinary down there, right? Gvardiol just keeps shitting the bed. Doku that's fizzed into quickly. Got to stop Sterling running at you. Well done, City. Won that back. Well done. Lovely, lovely. Good work. It's not Sterling. I thought fouled Doku, but Doku stayed on his feet. Okay, well, it's fine. Right. 2 minutes left, and then we'll go into half-time at 2-2. Potentially. Sterling out for a throw. Pochettino's angry because he knew his team probably should have been going up 2-1 to the good, but that hasn't happened. Hasn't happened. Chelsea backing off a little bit here now. Probably just want to go in at 2-0 now. Gvardiol didn't give it away that time. What a player. That's my centre-back. Bernardo, nothing cross. Gvardiol keeps it alive. Sloppy first half, says Rahina. Indeed, I think it's been sloppy from both teams, in fairness. This has not been a fucking hell walker. That is shit. You got so lucky with that foul. This has not been a high-quality game of football. It's been interesting. It's been entertaining. You know, if you're a neutral, you're probably enjoying the game because it's an interesting game. But from a quality perspective, it's been a very poor game. Very, very little as of yet. Our best work so far has been from Bernardo and from Little Phil. Doku trying to take on both James and Palmer. Not really his game. He can't do two at once. And that'll be a goal kick. You haven't seen enough of Doku. If we're going to keep playing him like this, bring on Grealish. I don't see the point of it. It's a bit of a waste if we're not going to make it isolated. Disney says, we need Harry Maguire with a broken ankle to sub in for Gvardiol. Yeah, he's been... I'm not going to back away from it, guys. As good as Gvardiol has been this season, for me, he's been the best, you know, left back. I know he's not a left back, you know what I mean? If you're making a team this season, he's technically a left back, whatever. This season so far. But he has been really bad this game. He's been the worst player on the pitch. Maybe part of that is because he doesn't have Grealish to help defend, and Doku's not as good defending as Grealish. I don't know. I think that's giving a little bit too much credit to Gvardiol, though. I think he's just been poor in those moments. The main one of it's more than just a goal as well. Beforehand, like Chelsea were getting so much joy with Gvardiol. Jackson hits it. It's a corner for Chelsea. This will be the last action of the game. Let's not concede another corner, guys. Let's not concede another one, shall we? It pinged around everywhere. It could have gone anywhere. This will be the last action of the... It'll be the last action of the first half. There we go. And that'll be half-time. 2-2. The commentators just said, that has been a proper game. Again, if by proper game we mean entertaining, then absolutely. It's been a very fun game. I think it's been a poor game of football, though. As I say, just in terms of quality. Yeah, guys, we'll get to the phone in a few minutes. Don't you worry about it. If you're a Noblet, then head over to the phone. I'll take a draw after that disaster of a half. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I've not been too upset with how City played overall. It has been the weirdness on the left of our defence, and it's been the weirdness with our midfield getting bypassed too easily. When we actually have the ball, I think it's been okay. To be fair, it's been okay. Like we are creating some decent chances. I think it's fair to say City probably had like the better chances. I mean that Haaland shot in particular is probably the best chance that hasn't been converted. I think of that Foden shot, which nearly went in. I think of that Foden cross, which Haaland wasn't quite able to get the angle on. So in terms from a creative standpoint, away at Chelsea, I actually think it's been all right. The main issue for me is just actually without the ball, we've been suspect in the middle, we've been suspect on the left, and actually, to be fair, Walker's not been playing well either. How do I celebrate the sorry apologetic way or a twatty way? He was smiling, and he did sort of like the calm down thing. That was his celebration. It was very minimal considering he got his team a winning what was at the time a winning goal against City. He celebrated very conservatively, but I wouldn't really mind how he celebrated. We will do the phone in a couple minutes. Don't you worry. Bring in Gucci for Doku in the second half, please. Baldy, yeah. Again, if Doku is, if we're not going to keep forcing. Sorry, if we're not going to try to force these 1v1 situations, which is a shame, because I think Reece James is there for the taking. Whenever Doku's got there, Doku's got the better of him. But we aren't really doing that enough. So if we aren't even really going to bother, you might as well bring on Grealish. It does give us a little bit more defensive security as well. Gvardiol clearly needs that support today, because even when it's just a simple clearance, he just fluffs his lines massively. That's how the second goal was scored. Really, an unforced error, sadly. Mr. Drummer says, not been happy with how we've been playing, not going to lie. Maybe it's the lack of stones, but we look tired in midfield. I think Kazusa's have been a bit meh. Last few minutes of the first half was much better. Though, as I say, guys, I've been relatively happy with us on the ball. Off the ball, I'm really not a fan. Defense has been poor, as I've touched on. Kanji's been our best defender. Maybe I'm being harsh on Rodri, but the midfield is being bypassed too easily. Again, I can't figure out if that's because he needs more people near him or because he's not in the right area in the first place. I'd have to, like, rewatch the game. Rewatch that half, sorry. Toby says, off-topic question. If you had to buy a United fan a kit for Christmas, whose name would you get on the back? Because I'm looking at the options and they all stink. I mean, Rashford's probably good. If you're going to get a player's name on the back of a shirt, it's got to be a player you know is going to be there for a long time. Rashford's always a safe bet. Højlund, actually, probably. Højlund's been, like, maybe one of their best performers. He's probably going to be there for ages. Johnny Evans. Martinez is probably another good shout. Foden's our best player. So Daniel, yeah, it's not even close, really. Foden's been our best player by a significant margin. Guys, we're going to head over to the Noblet phone-in now. Hello, Jack, how you doing? We're going to head over to the Noblet phone-in now, so keep your comments coming through. If I was a United fan, I'd probably want Højlund, because he's going to be there for ages, and he's actually playing well. And I feel like he's quite a popular player. Have Chelsea played? They've been all right. I'd say a draw is probably fair, Jack. They've probably played better than what a lot of people thought they were going to play. I'd say it's been quite even. I think a draw is on the balance of play is probably fair. City have created more. They have had the better chances. Hello, Jacob. Big up, Novice. Great watch so far. Big up to you, Jacob, as well, matey. How you doing? Right, guys, we're going to head over to the Noblet phone-in.
Let's go. This is your radio.
Okay, guys. Going to drag in my little Noblets now. This is the Noblet phone-in, which we do at Eric Tenshik. Brilliant. Which we do at half-time. Daniel says Alvarez poor today. Docker has good moments, but poor as well. Yeah, guys, keep your comments coming. If you've got any questions for my Noblet panel, then feel free to pop them in for them to answer. If you would like to support the channel, you can support the channel on Patreon. You can join for as little as £1 a month. If you would like any of the perks, such as joining the phone-in, then it's any of the Noblet tiers. That was Sloppy from City. Says Abdi. John Morris says, can't fathom how Haaland didn't score that chance when he skins Thiago Silva. Yes, that was probably the best chance that we didn't score. I'm joined by Will, a Borough fan and a closet Chelsea fan, allegedly. Hello, Will.
Hello.
I'm joined by Liam, who is a Harlow Town FC fan and a closet Liverpool fan. Hello, Liam.
What?
And I'm joined by DR, who is an Oil FC and a Paquetá enjoyer. How you doing, DR?
Good, mate.
Excellent stuff.
Trying to distract us from that shocking City performance.
Well, I was going to say, who should we start with first? But Liam, you've got the ball rolling there, mate. So would you like to kick us off? What did you make of that first half? How did you see it?
Chelsea have been far the better side.
Okay, far the better side. Okay.
City, far the better side. They should be. It should still be 2-1 because that was never a penalty. I'm sure everyone with brain can agree.
Sure.
And they probably should have scored more, to be honest. Jackson's rubbish. Doku's been pocketed by Cole Palmer. Haaland, that's a Nunes level miss, to be honest. And
Okay.
if Nunes does that, that's all over Twitter, to be honest. It doesn't matter if it was on target. Just, you know. Who else? Alvarez has been on the pitch. I've not seen him once.
Yeah.
And Gvardiol as well. What a bum. He is rubbish. Cole Palmer tearing him apart.
Yeah, interesting thoughts there from Liam, honest and objective as always. Yes, Gvardiol has been very smelly. Alvarez has been very smelly. Diaz has been poor. Walker's been poor. Rodri's not been good defensively, but I think has been sort of left alone in midfield. I think Bernardo should probably drop back a bit more when we don't have the ball. We need to get Doku isolated in Reece James more often. Foden's
Needs to get out Cole Palmer's pocket first.
Foden's been our best player by a fair margin.
Actually, I agree with you there. Foden's actually been good. I'll give it to him.
Yeah,
I've rated Foden today.
And Haaland's been. Sorry, go on.
Gallagher.
Yeah, Gallagher's been decent. Yeah, Gallagher's been good as well. A couple of times where again Diaz just needs to clear his lines and he allows Gallagher to get near him. I don't quite know what happened there. Happy Central says, a quick question: why can't we play like the Bournemouth game? I mean, it is a very different level of opposition, to be fair. Happy Central, Bournemouth aren't quite as good as Chelsea. Will, thank you for following. Jacob TV, is that Jacob the Spurs fan? Let me know. Will, what do you make of Liam's analysis? Do you concur? Do you have a different take on that first half? How did you see it with your eyes?
Thiago Silva, I want to clear it up. He was not at fault for that City goal. I don't know. They did the analysis there. It wasn't Gallagher. It was Enzo. They literally showed Enzo leaving his man, so it wasn't Silva.
Just before you continue, DR, do you want to interject?
It wasn't his fault, but he's been shit.
Right, there's been one instance where Haaland got the better Silva one. All right, so fuck that. Silva's been mint. Reece James has been mint.
Has he been mint in those two instances where Doku did do him?
He's not been that good.
Yeah, but
he's been right.
You're forgetting the times where he tackled Doku. He did it very early on, really high up, and then in the box, we switched to him. And
I'm not forgetting that, but I'm also just remembering the two instances where Doku did do him and put in a dangerous ball.
A 50-50 rate against Doku.
If we're saying that James has been mint, I don't know if that's quite.
It's mainly his attacking output. He put it on a plate for Sterling. He's been terrorising Gavadio with him and Palmer. Doku needs to track back because Gavadio can't handle him by himself. Not a chance.
I don't even think it's that. The Gavadio just keeps making basic errors. Like he wins the ball and then he gives it away.
No, but off the ball. So like when Palmer and Reece James are going at him, Chelsea getting all the joy down that right hand side because Gavadio's stuck between Palmer and Reece James, and Doku is a tracking back.
I don't agree. I think that I've seen Gavadio do that before. He's not making the right decisions. That's the main issue. You
want Gavadio to deal with a 2v whatnot. You need your winger to track back.
But it's not just a 2v1. I don't know where that's come from. Quite often Bernardo is over there. Huh?
When Palmer played it at Reece James, Gavadio was in two minds. One, I'm tracking the run with Palmer, and two, I'm worried about Reece James on the overlap.
But his positioning was right. The issue with the goal was that he didn't clear it properly.
His positioning was right, but it got stuck under his feet because that's the risk when you're in a 2v1.
No, it got stuck under his feet because he made a silly error. It's nothing to do with the absence of another player. And also, that was from a goal kick anyway, so it would be very unusual to expect a winger to be that deep anyway. It's to do with an individual error.
Down that right wing. It's not the first time Reece James got down that right wing. He's been doing it all game.
Yeah, again, and it's mainly when Gavadio keeps making silly errors, whether that's because he puts the foot in.
Doku needs to track back.
It might partly be that, but in the main, it's because Gavadio was having a stinker. I think you're giving far too much credit to Gavadio there, I can't lie.
If Gavadio pushes up to squeeze on Reece James, you're leaving Palmer free. It's an issue. You need Doku to track back.
Yeah, as I said, I think you're giving Gavadio far too much credit.
No, I still think he's been terrible. He's been terrible, but off the ball, he hasn't had a lot of help.
That may be, but as I say, I think the main issue is that he has been shit. Toby says James looks gassed out. Does that mean tired?
Reece James has been one of their best players. I'm not watching a different game.
I don't know if Reece James has been that good. I'm not going to lie to you. I think he's been all right.
He's not been as good as he was against Spurs. He was quite good against Spurs.
He was really good against Spurs.
If we had to do a match rating now, I wouldn't give him I don't know what I'd give him.
Just the Chelsea players, it's probably like Gallagher, Sterling, James. They're the three best ones.
I thought Caicedo has been quite good, to be honest.
He's been
like him.
He's been all right, yeah.
I've rated him.
Tab says you get a 7. I'm thinking I'd give him maybe like a 6.5. I think he's been fine. I don't think he's been. Did you say he's been mint?
Yeah, he's been mint. I'd give him an 8. I think he's on an 8 at the moment.
Okay, yeah, I can't agree with that.
I'd say 7.
If you're looking at someone like Doku as well, he's had about 4 1-on-1s with him, and he's only really been done once.
Twice at least.
Palmer's dealt with Doku as well, though.
The first one where he cut back, he was also kind of passing him on to Palmer. He let him do that. you know what I mean? It's not as if he got round him. The other time he got round him.
Yeah, I think twice. Teb says, I'd say Doku would get a 6. Yeah, Doku's been...
Doku's been shit. He's
been-
been terrible.
I think the main issue...
He's actually not been good.
I think the main issue is that we've just not really been getting him isolated or targeting that left side and giving him those situations to flourish. It's sort of similar to I think it was the Wolves game where, again, it was a similar vibe where he played on the left, but we didn't create 1v1 situations, so he wasn't able to properly exploit those situations, which is very confusing. So if that's the case, just honestly, if you're not going to... In my opinion, if you're not going to try to create those situations, just don't have him on the pitch. Have Jack Grealish on instead, because he'll offer something else.
He'd track back more. He'd do much better with Grealish on the pitch.
That too. No, that's right. But as I say, but if Gavardio doesn't sort out his own defensive issues, then it doesn't matter if you've got I don't know who's the best defensive winger in the world.
Bernardo Silva.
Pardon?
Bernardo Silva.
Not a winger, DR. Stop.
I don't know.
You can't count him.
Fucking
Alphonso Davies.
I'm trying to think of.
Mo Salah.
How was Davies a right winger?
I'm trying to think of like I don't know, but you know what I mean.
You put him left wing back, you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter if you had Roberto Carlos at left wing, who's basically left whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Toby says I'm pro Grealish.
Actually. What are you trying to say?
Sergio Gomez.
I'm basically trying to say that it doesn't matter who you put at left wing if Gavardio keeps playing the way he does.
I just think you need to stop that 2v1, and I think it'll happen. I don't think Pep's blind. He'll see it.
Hopefully it does, and hopefully Gavardio improves as well. Yes, DR, you haven't said anything yet, you fraud. What have you got to say for yourself?
Alright, so everyone or anyone that Will likes that isn't West Ham related, I dislike. So Reece James, Enzo, Thiago Silva.
Why?
They've all been shit. If it's Thiago Silva's fault, that's good. If it's not, it's Enzo's, so that's still good. If it's not Enzo's, it's Reece James, so that's still good.
But why don't you like the players Will likes?
He's a weirdo. That's why.
It's overrated them so much.
Do you have a Will agenda?
It's because I don't like Bowen, and if I don't like Bowen, that means that
This
you
guy
can't
had
like any other lads I like.
better than Ruben Diaz less than a year ago.
He was, and that's still a debate.
No, it wasn't.
Well,
Thiago Silva hasn't been the best centre back in the Premier League for 3 years.
Well, this debate will run and run. Right, okay. Final score prediction, guys. Just very quickly. I just want like the final score, nothing else. Will, final score.
3-2 City. We'll fix it.
Liam, final score.
3-2 Chelsea.
DR, final score.
3-2 City, Enzo on goal.
Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll speak to you guys in the... Such a fraud. I'll speak to you guys in the second half. There we go. Lovely stuff. Thank you guys for being on the phone, and you're all frauds, and I hate all of you. Especially Will. Nah, I love Will. Clubs will be next Friday, Pim, the first one. You said the same, says Toby. Pim is going to be our right centre half. He's going to be our Rio Ferdinand. As I say, guys, the first session will be next week at... I haven't got it yet, but I will be buying it. Don't you worry. Good evening, Callum. How you doing? You little minx of a man. How are we? No, the quiz is going on hold for a bit because people have lost interest in it. So the quiz is going on hold, and we're going to be playing clubs instead. Okay. Second half has commenced. Lovely first-time ball by Bernardo Silva, who finds Haaland. It's a bit of a space here for Foden to run into. It's somehow a 3v4. Foden finds... Oh, Alvarez hasn't. Haaland's got to put in the back of the net, and somehow it's in the back of the net. I don't quite know what's happened. I don't know if it hit Haaland's hand on the way through. I'm not 100% sure, but as things stand, it's a Haaland goal, and it's City 3-2. I'm not convinced that the goal is going to stand, because the way it got bungled in, whatever the term is, I think it may have gone off Haaland's hand, unless I missaw something. It was indeed an Alvarez assist, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure, guys. I need to have another look at this. What that came from City's throwing, by the way. What a ball that is to Haaland. Haaland finds Alvarez. Foden's onside there. That's fine. Foden then finds Alvarez with that little ball. He's well on there. He's onside. It's behind. It just goes in. I think it goes off the inner thigh. Such good work by Alvarez. Cucurella left isolated. Haaland gets in the head. It goes in off his cock, lads. It goes in off his knob. And it's a City goal thanks to a Haaland. Oh, no, it goes off his arse. It goes in off his arse. Get in. Yeah, it's a combination of penis and arse. Let's go celebrate with the fans, boys. Come on. Come on. Haaland with the goal. Get in. Come on. Boom. 4-inch assist. It doesn't matter how it goes in. All that matters is it goes in. Oh my god, they actually are checking handball. I knew it. It doesn't touch his hand though, does it? No fucking way. No way they're going to try to disallow that because it hits his elbow on the way as it goes through. There is no way you are going to disallow this goal. There is no way. The ball is going in. No, I'm sorry. If this goal gets disallowed, guys, I'm going to actually in the stream. I can't do that. No, there is no way. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. They were checking to see if, as Haaland was in front of the ball was rolling in, they were checking to see if his left elbow made contact as it went in. That would have been the most unbelievable decision. Oh my God. Oh, thank Christ. Thank Christ. Game, Will, we went 1-0 up, mate. Have the faith. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Gallagher, that's a good ball, you see? We're not dealing with these pacey players. Sterling's played really well, by the way. Raheem the Dream. Kyle, you got to defend that better. He doesn't. That's a goal, is it? Oh, Diaz, well done. Such good work by Ruben that time. Rodri just punts it. Lovely. Oh, guys, if you're not a City fan, you've got to be loving this game. This is very entertaining. I can't... But they wanted to rule it out. They really wanted to rule it out. And has a goal ever been disallowed like that, where it's going in, the player is in front of the ball as it's going in, and then it happens to like touch their arm on the way through? That would have been so funny, man. The game ruined by boring, long, pointless VAR checks. Don't worry. It's fine. It obviously didn't touch his elbow, thankfully. Jesus. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. Oh, dear. Goodness, my heart. Again, Bernardo Silva, unbelievable. Oh, Bernardo? Jesus. Really good for ball through by Bernardo into Haaland. Bernardo and Foden have been the two best players on the pitch. It's been great. It's been great to see. The way he fizzed it into Haaland was a lovely sight to see. Oh, we've got to keep it together, though, boys. Got to keep it together. It was a lovely chance. And, guys, that came from a Gvardiol throw-in. Redemption is a dish best served cold. Yeah, Will, Walker's been poor. Can't lie, guys. Walker's been poor and Sterling's been fantastic. It's a shame. It's a shame. Our whole defense, as I mentioned numerous times, outside of Akanji, our defense has been shit. Walker's having trouble. Unless it's like a direct pace match, Sterling is getting the better of him every time. Okay, that's lovely chest work by Gvardiol. Gallagher trying to track back. Has Palmer moved to the middle? I think Palmer's moved to 10 and Gallagher right. That's what it looks like off the ball. It's definitely what's happened off the ball. Maybe the idea is to try to get Palmer more into the game in the middle, potentially. Alvarez, interesting switch over to Doku. And now you're isolated against Gallagher. Beats him, obviously. Into Phil. First time clip into Bernardo. Heavy touch. Keeps it in play. Oh, well defended by Disassi, I think that was. Rodri keeps it alive. Falls to. Oh, Alvarez. And it's a good save by Sanchez. That would have been a lovely goal if he got that in, but he needed more power and more precision. Rodri did really well there, to be fair, to keep that alive. That would have been glorious. Can you imagine if that went in? Oh, dear. Yeah, Shub Diwali. Shub Diwali. We had it. Oh, Gvardio, that is gorgeous. I had my first Diwali yesterday, and it was bloody delicious and lovely and really fun. We lit candles. We lit instant sticks. I had a Balti Boona with naan bread and poppadoms and onion bhajis. And we put fucking Indian wedding music on, and it was sick. It was really good. What did you get up to? Okay, sadly, we didn't have any sweets. I had to settle on some magic stars. But yeah, Shub Diwali, Shub Diwali. Am I saying that right? Is it Shub? I think it's S-H-U-B-H. Shub? I'm probably butchering that. Educate me, Cade. City free kick, by the way. Ooh. I was actually lighting candles when Horn scored the penalty. Oh, drum roll. Yeah, we lit bare candles. I got my incense popping off. City free kick. Alvarez pops it in, and it's a shit free kick behind. Chelsea goal kick. Oh, Julian. Will City concede 4 goals today is the question. Why do you have no arse? I've got very baggy trackies on, to be fair. Literally going to light up some firecrackers. That's huge. Good tackle by Foden. Forces Chelsea back, does he? Oh, nearly Bernardo. Guys, am I saying it right? Shub Diwali. Does that mean Happy Diwali and whatever the thing is? Right. Howay. Come on, City. Let's be a bit more compact in the midfield, please. I guess we got another 2 goals. Says Happy Central. Well, it's 3-2 currently. I'm saying it right. Massive. Why do you not like Caicedo's mother? You don't like a lot of players' mothers, Liam. Why are you such a mean man? I've got to play with a load of leftovers and I can't move it because I can't be... Well, you can move, you just don't want to. There's a big difference there. It's a handball by Doku, apparently. What a shame. He is outrageous, isn't he? Yeah, so we didn't... So Mrs. Nobbins tried to look in the... in, like, the world section for, like, Diwali sweets, but sadly couldn't find any. Diaz, you've got to go on the end of that, mate. Well done. Good tackle. So we had magic stars instead. You know, stars are light. It's the Festival of Lights, stars. So it counts. It counts. Come on, Ruben. Sort out that defense. Yourself included. Little fraudster. Little fraudy fraud. Palmer with a switch out to Raheem the Dream. Heavy touch, but... No, never mind. Foden does take it off him. And he gets past Kukurea. Does he know Sterling does well to win it back? Well done, Raheem. Using his blunder there well. But City, I look away to, see that Liam's done an insult. Oh, Rodri Doku was in there, mate. Oh. And then City somehow get the ball. But here we go. Doku against Reece James. And Reece James did really well. Doku, you diving rat! What the fuck, man? Well, that's pissed me off. Has he dived? That's poor from Doku. I'm really angry at that. I hate it when players dive, guys. He goes down far too easily. Yeah, that's poor. I'm not happy with that at all. Come on, Doku. Just because Reece James did you. It wasn't like the most terrible dive, because at least there was technically contact, but I don't care. You shouldn't be doing that. That is shit. Not happy with you, Doku. Not happy with you. You naughty boy. It's not a booking dive. I don't know. It's still a dive, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's still clearly... It's like he's clearly throwing himself to the floor. I'm happy that's been given as a yellow, personally. I'm happy. Not a fan of that, Doku. Naughty, naughty. Yeah, Sterling's been very good. Walker's not had a good day. Not had a good day. And that is... He has been making unforced errors, but... Sorry, he has been making... Yeah, sorry, he has been making unforced errors. But at the same time... Oh, Rodri. You doing, man? Fouling, James. Diving is deep, hello? Well done, Ruben. Oh, Foden, that is glorious. Look at, oh, Haaland placing Doku here. Come on, you 1v1 against Disasi. You've got runners in behind. He cuts inside. Oh, why are you shooting? Why are our players so obsessed with hitting the ball straight to the keeper? Anywhere, Doku, but there. Oh, come on. He actually is, drumroll. Oh, cut inside there. You see, he could have found the ball. Look at Foden, look at Alvarez. They were there, Doku. And if you are going to shoot, you've got to go one side. You've got one commit. Left of the keeper or right of the keeper. Anywhere but central. Yep, I do have a Manchester accent, guys, because I'm from Manchester. Manchester's a big place, funnily enough. There we go. Deary me. I don't know if I said it, guys, but Palmer is playing more in sort of like the 10 role when Chelsea have the ball. When Doku shoot like 5-year-olds. And just to confirm, Doku is off. Grealish is on. I'm quite happy with that decision, to be fair. Outside like the first, those early exchanges with Reece James, he's not actually done that much, and it's been a bit of a shame. He had a really good chance there, but again, he fluffed it. And in that moment, I love Doku, but in that moment, City probably score if that's Grealish on the ball. Because Grealish will like cut in, and he'll probably play it to Foden or Alvarez running in. In front of Will McKenzie. He does need to add that to his game, yes, but he did get 5 goal contributions in the last game, in fairness. Sterling, oh my god, Sterling's just megged Rodri. Deary me. Yeah, Sterling is doing Walker every time, even when Rodri comes over to try and help. Cucurella does not foul Foden. Referee says play on. I thought that was a foul, but never mind. Diaz has got to get on the end of that, and he does. Drumroll, it's early days. He's only 21. Thiago Silva with an interesting clearance. Just about gets it right. Why has Palmer been allowed to turn there? Oh my gosh. See, Palmer somehow got a shot away. I have no idea how we allowed that situation to transpire. How on earth, like 3 or 4 players went in for the tackle and they all missed him. How is that feasible? How is that a feasible thing? Really poor from Rodri and Diaz. Good from Ederson. Diaz, you are stinking up the gaff. Stinking up the gaff, Ruben. Stop it. Where else is Palmer at City? Well, I mean, drumroll, on the bench, to be fair. That's the thing. He's not really taking his game to another level at Chelsea. When he played for City, these were the sort of performances he was putting in. He's just been off cutting it. Wait, why do you need a Doku shot, Callum? Have you put a bet on? Caicedo booked for that foul, by the way. 30 minutes left. I think I think Chelsea have another goal, at least one more goal in them, you know. That's so good from Bernardo. Oh, Bernardo is such a fucking silky player, man. Jack Grealish cuts inside, finds little Phil, who has the shot, and again, too central. We need more height. And this is a very basketball game. This is a very ping-ping game. I think it took a deflection off Cucurella, maybe. There we go. Easy peasy. Oh, fucking hell, Kanji. Sort it out. Keep playing. Come on. God, look at how open Chelsea are here. They're playing like it's the 85th minute. Come on, keep going. Oh, nearly. Let me know when when Bowen can pull that off. You idiot. No, he means Bowen, KX. You're not wrong, Liam. You're not wrong. Young Galley, shout out to you, by the way. What a boy. Or girl, I'm not sexist. I don't think Chelsea can go... sorry, I don't think Chelsea can go the distance. Well, they've got to chill out a little bit here because they are coming forwards with intent, which is great. But it is the 60th minute, and they are leaving a lot of space for City to get in on. You know, a couple of times, that's lovely by Foden, in behind to Rodri. What is that, Rodri? That's poor. It's not the ball. Hello, Crunch. What do you think Haaland is going to do with his weak foot in a crossing angle there, Rodri? Oh. Stop being shit. Vardy did really well there. Fair play to him. I've given him a lot of shit, but he's been decent this first half so far. Second half so far. Bernardo into Jack Grealish. Finds Alvarez, edge of the box. He's still got the ball somehow. Finds Jack. He's been good since he's come on. Just calm it, calm it. Yeah, KX, I don't know. I liked Will's suggestion, though, of having, like, a ranking of... You know, like in, like, UFC, you've got the power ranking. Oh, Foden, good idea, but couldn't find it to Walker. Kukureya intercepted. Walker just... That's a booking. Walker just went straight in on Kukureya. That should be a yellow. There's no intent to play the ball there. Liam with the Chelsea chant.
Chelsea, 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 Chelsea.
Mudryk and Gusto are coming on. Is that Gallagher off? I think Gallagher's played well. I think that's harsh. Oh, no, Enzo's coming off. I haven't seen too much of Enzo. He's been a bit of a passenger. Reece James is off as well. Oh my god, KX, if Mudryk scores the winner, you're never going to let me live it down, are you? Yeah, and it's... Oh no, Gallagher's given the captain's armband. There we go. So yeah, so Gallagher will drop into the Enzo position. Palmer will be staying in the midfield, and it'll be, I'm guessing, Mudryk left, Sterling right. So maybe Sterling against Gvardiol. Well, if it's the first half Gvardiol, that is terrifying. Why is it outside? You can only do it once every 60 seconds, Liam. You can do it once every 60 seconds. I'm guessing that's what it is.
I prefer really not to if I speak, I am...
Enzo's down... sorry, Enzo. Edison's down here. Please be okay.
Enzo ghosted. Reece James hooked.
It's been very entertaining, Operator Crunch. It's been very entertaining. It's not been the highest quality. No, it's a global cooldown, KX. It's a global one. So that might be why it's out of stock. I haven't set a limit, so should be. Yeah, it's been an entertaining game. Not the best quality. I personally, you guys can totally disagree with me if you're wrong. I think the City have been the better side overall. City definitely created the better chances. I'm surprised at how many we've created. I didn't actually realise we created 5 big chances. Does that include the penalty?
Chelsea,
I guess it probably does.
Chelsea, 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 Chelsea.
Indeed, Callum. I'm very happy for you. I like Bournemouth. I really want them to do well, Callum. I don't want you to get relegated. There you go, you can do it. Disappointed with the Brentford result, says Crunch. To be fair, though, you are at Anfield. It's a very tricky task. Liverpool are pretty good. Never mind at Anfield. Might be the better side, but we should be better than we have been. At the back. Oh, yeah, drumroll, there's no excuses at the back. At the back, we have been poor. I'm not going to dunk on our creativity, though. I think we've actually been fine going forwards. But in those moments, we have been poor individually. Whether it's Walker against Sterling, Gvardiol against anyone, or just Diaz generally, not responding quickly enough. He's playing like he's tired. I don't think he is tired. I'm not using that as an excuse. I don't buy that for a second, but he's not been switched on. He's not been alert. Good ball out to Mudryk, and Walker's going to need some support if he plays anything like Sterling did. This is going to be a goal for Gallagher, is it? That's offside, surely. Is that not offside? Well, Chelsea have equalised through Jackson. Edison wasn't able to hold on to it. I just don't know whether it's onside or not. What a crazy game this has been. Our midfield's been so shit today, guys. It's been really shit. Again, that was just like one ball. And then Gallagher turns. Ah. Such an awful footballer, says Toby. Like, Gallagher, ball in. That's fine. But then there's just no midfield. Like, none. Like, at all. Yeah, he's well onside. Diaz playing him on. Diaz slips. Well, Diaz dives in, and then, yeah, that's poor.
LNobbins fiddles with little children.
Less of that, KX. This has been a crazy game, man. Edison should do better there, I think. I think Edison should do better. Not happy with that. Should he not? Am I being too harsh to suggest that Edison should hold on to that, guys? Am I being too harsh there? What do you guys think? What a shame. Again, story of the game. On the ball, we've been fine. Off it, we've been really dire. Really bad. Is that not a handball? Oh, Bernardo wants a handball. Jamie Carragher thinks it's a handball. We shall see. They will obviously go to VAR. Carragher thinks it's a penalty. I didn't see it enough. Oh, it's not been given as a penalty. Apparently it's not a penalty. So ignore that, guys. Alvarez. Who's that crossing? Oh. Easy for the keeper. We're actually going to lose this game, I feel like. Because we're not really learning any mistakes. Nah, hits him in the head. I thought it may have hit... Because he put his hand there, so I thought it hit him there, but it actually hit him there. Yeah. I think it's Toby. I think it's because he had his hand like there, and it hit there. So exactly. Yeah. It looked like it hit him there, but not quite. Oh, Gavardio, what are you doing, mate? Yeah. In real time, that's why we have replays, guys. In real time, to me, that looked like a potential penalty, but obviously it hit his face, which isn't the same as the arm. Chelsea pauses Liam. Wait, what? Oh dear. I bet you would, KX. You little slag. I feel like our midfield's been too easy for Chelsea to manipulate. Rodri has just been a shadow. Oh, Gavardio, you are shit. What are you doing to me? Every time, mate, you're making these wrong decisions. Please cease. Please. Yeah, yeah. He has. Rodri has decided to drop a stinker. Gallagher has been very good, Liam. There's no disputing that. I think Gallagher's probably been Chelsea's best player, to be fair. Right, Gavardio, can you deal with Gusto 1v1, mate? Can you deal with him? Or no? Or do you need help? Do you need help to deal with him as well? Do I agree with what, Joe? Palmer, it's a ball Diaz should clear. Again, even that clearance, that's a nothing ball by Cole Palmer, and Ruben Diaz manages to make it a fucking laborious task to clear it. It's just amazing. Just the little things. But look at how open Chelsea are, though, again. It's been such a weird game. Alvarez, why are you playing that ball there, mate? Is it going to be a corner? No, it's not. It's a goal kick. Brilliant. Maybe. Maybe drum roll. Chesterton to Roger, what I hope we did. I stuck someone on him all game. It's not even that, Liam. It's when he doesn't have the ball. That's been my main issue. That's a nice Gengar KX. I miss De Bruyne, says Josh. There is nothing wrong with our creation today, Josh. We've scored 3. We probably should have scored 5. The issue has been a defensive one. Once again, look, right, just fouling Rodri. There you go. Bring him down. Take the yellow. Yeah, once again, you've been done, Rodri. Stop being bad. Stop being bad. Isn't he like 1 yellow away from missing a game now or something? He'll be controlling the midfield. Again, I don't think so, because De Bruyne would be more... The issue is more with... The issue is more with our deeper midfielders. De Bruyne wouldn't change that. Roger isn't used to the rain. It's an interesting take, KX. It's an interesting take. I don't know what Alvarez is offering, so I'd probably like to see Alvarez offer maybe Nunes or Kovacic brought on. Just to bring a bit more, like, maybe midfield security, because Alvarez so far has been... I know he got an assist for that goal, that's fine, but overall his play has not been good. As I say, don't quite know what he's been offering. Even that, a Gallagher hoof, and that nearly creates a chance. That hit Walker's hand. Jesus. Even little things, guys. Even little things. Goodness me. If it was handball, it was I don't know if you can give a free kick for that, given how close it was. And the fact it was outside the box. That's onside, Jack. Jack! What are you doing, man? Win that. Well done. Calm, calm. There's still another goal in this game, boys, whether it's Chelsea or City. There is another goal here. This has been mad. Bernardo finds Alvarez, bad touch. Chelsea give it back to City. Alvarez. Make a decision. Walker, don't cross it, mate. The box is not prepped for that. Rodri into Alvarez, into Phil. That's such a good tackle by Disasi. Win that. Gavardio, they actually did. Grealish, you got to win that. Oh, Ruben Diaz! Fucking hell, because a good thing Akanji was on that. What is Diaz doing in this game? Fucking hell. Oh, they're actually going to score another one here. I can smell it. I can smell it because our centre-backs have been so smelly. Stop it. I'm not enjoying this game. I also forget Nunes plays for City. Akanji, again, Toby. Why is Akanji playing better than Ruben Diaz and Gavardio today? What is that all about? Akanji has been unreal. But he's mainly dealing with the issues of, Rodri! What, they're gonna fucking score here? Oh my god, how's Gusto not scored that? Fuck off, Rodri! Stop being shit! Fucking hell! What is he doing? What are you doing, Rodri? He can't even get his passes right today. Yeah, Gusto does the right thing. I think he hits it with the correct foot to bend it away, just gets too much on it. Rodri has been a fucking disgrace, guys. I can't believe this. I can't believe how poor he's been with and without the ball. It's unreal. I've never seen him play this shit. Even in his first season, I never saw him play this shit. I don't know what's happening. So bad. Someone check Rodri's bank account after this. Oh dear. Gusto might... Yeah, Gusto landed awkwardly. I hope he's alright. That definitely hits Walker's hand. This reminds me of how you played against Norwich. Liam, I can't even remember that game. I'm not going to lie. I can't remember that game. Yeah, this has been a worrying defensive display. Yeah, I mean, if it was inside the box, then it may have been an interesting situation. Thankfully, it wasn't. Can you show us the deal? Wait, what? KX, what? Joe's with a question mark. Sorry, what have you said, Joe? VAR not involved because it's a B's penis. Wait, about Jack Grealish? No, I like Grealish, Joe. That's the one, Toby. Kovacic is warming up. As I say, I would like to see Alvarez taken off. He has been bad this game. He's been bad. It's still 3-0, guys. Don't worry, I'm watching it live. Reminds me of the Southampton performance in the Cup. Certainly defensively, yeah. Yeah, when was the last... Well, 6-3 against United, but we did score 6. I don't like games like this, though. We shouldn't be... You know, that thing of, oh, you know, you score 3, we'll score 4. No. That's... Can't consistently concede that many goals and get away with it. Bernardo, really good work to beat Gallagher twice, actually. Ball in, does not beat Disassi. Disasi's been solid today, I think. Gusto's fine, by the way, thankfully. Do you mean the dumpling, KX? Right, Rodri, stop being a twat. Even that ball out to Walker, the way he floats it in the air, there is no need to make it that awkward. Rodri, don't lose it there. Oh my god, he actually nearly did. Alvarez, nice ball into Jack, who finds Bernardo. Tried to find Haaland first time. That's a good idea, but Gusto got it. Akanji down. And this is where Chelsea will probably be quite dangerous, to be fair, because they will know if they can just potentially get a counter-attack. Mudryk, Sterling, Jackson. The reason it's not boring is because they're making so many errors. Oh, right, yeah. Well, that's the thing. So, yeah, you know, City normally don't make errors. They're normally good and sensible. Grealish foul Sterling for no reason. Giving up the pressure. What a shame. Yeah, Grealish has been good, to be fair. And it's a shame you think of that when we were 3-2 up and Doku had that really good chance. And Alvarez is coming off, thankfully. He has been bad. I don't care that he got the assist. He has been poor overall. I don't really know what he's been offering Kovacic on. That will make the midfield more secure. Sterling has been great. I don't know. Everyone knows I always defend Sterling and I love Raheem. No idea why he's not in the England squad. Yeah, maybe now we'll actually have some solidity. I don't know. I've got Sterling and Jackson in my FPL, but I think I benched both of them for today's game. So I don't think I'll be getting any points for them. Although actually, I've got Ferguson, who didn't play. I think I've got Matoma, who didn't play. So will they be swapped out for them? That's how it works, isn't it? So maybe I will get some points. Maybe I will. But I've also got, like, you know, 2 City defenders. And I've got Walker. So yeah, it's a thing. Oh, well. I know, right? As I say, they might go over to the starting 11. Not 100% sure on that. Not 100% sure on that. Oh, I think, I don't, as I said, I don't think Ferguson played for Brighton today. I think he's injured. I don't think Matoma, he definitely didn't start. Maybe he came on, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we see. I mean, I'm not winning the FPL anyway. Like, Mo's way too ahead of everyone, it seems. Gvardia, why so high up the pitch? Oh my god, we have no defense. We have no defense here, guys. Oh, thank god. City defend it. Out to Gallagher, who hits it first time. Easy over. Yeah, I'll have to check after this, because I'm not 100% sure. When was the last time City conceded 4 in the game? Great question. I don't know the answer to that. I do not know the answer to that. If I go to my FPL, maybe I can tell you guys what's going on. Sign in, please do. Right, so, Estepinian, I apparently had on the pitch. He didn't play, so he'll get subbed out, won't he? Sterling's on 7, Jackson's on 6. Ferguson's also on 0. So surely, Sterling will come in for Estepinian and Jackson will come on for Ferguson. Maybe all isn't lost, guys. Oh, dear. Rodri's 1 yellow card off a Premier League booking now, Quinch. So thankfully, he didn't get one against Bournemouth. Although, to be fair, if he plays like this against Liverpool, maybe I want Calvin Phillips to play. No, it's not going too far. It's a bit weird how only Haaland, Foden, and Silva have been playing good for us. All of Chelsea team have been good, and we are still drawing. Yeah, and I guess, drumroll, that is sort of like the level of how good City are. The fact that people would look at this game and go, Chelsea have been good, City haven't. And it's a bit simplistic overall. But they mean that relative to the standards that you'd expect. And yes, City are still drawing. And sort of, Rodri, do not get angry. Oh, fuck off. There's no need to be angry. Calm down, Gallagher and Jackson. It's fine. That's a nothing situation. I'm not watching Red Zone. No. Yes, indeed, Quinch. Although, to be fair, in my opinion, I'm still, even though I think City have been, I've aired my grievances, I think City have been, you know, not great. I still think City have been better than Chelsea today. I think we have created more. Obviously, compared to our high standards, we've played worse than you would expect compared to how Chelsea have played, compared to how you'd expect. But overall, if we take context out of it, I still think City have played better. And seriously, I you know, up until now, I don't think we deserve to be losing. Let's put it that way. Not gonna say we deserve to be winning, because our midfield and defense hasn't been good enough, frankly. Diaz, I'm looking at you. Gvardiol, looking at you. Rodri, looking at you. Oh, dear. At this point, I will take a draw, though. In the context of this, we'll still be top of the table by a point, which is nice. And we'll have, like, gotten away with one, given how we've performed relative to how we should be doing. Glad Rodri didn't WWE slamming like he did Gibbs White, yeah. And that was just stupid, wasn't it? Just brainless, a brainless thing to do. I've been particularly impressed with Sterling and Gallagher. I didn't think I'd be impressed by Gallagher, in fairness, but he's been good. You're top, yes, Limp. I mean, like, you know, top and clear. Oh, thank God that was offside, because Gvardiol got pumped by Sterling then. Wow, first offside of the game. Interesting. Is Rodri banned? He got a yellow. No, that's his fourth yellow. He'd need one more to get suspended. Oh, Kovacic did really well there to ride the challenges. He's fed Jack. He needs some support, though, Jack. There's no one really overlapping with him. He does well to try... No, never mind. It's not a good ball. Good idea, not a good ball. Oh, dear. He says sorry. It would be annoying because we got 3 points here last season. Oh, exactly, Quinch, yeah. So, I mean, if he gets a yellow, as I said, I'm pretty sure the next game is against Liverpool in the Prem. So if he gets a yellow against Liverpool, he'll miss the game after that in the Prem. Or England, you know, if it's, I don't know when the FA Cup is. Is it until next year? I don't know things. That's a good clearance by Foden, who, again, has, for me, been City's best player. That's good by City. Look at the run of Akanji, who finds himself at left wing. What a man. He's had a good game as well. What a fascinating game this is to talk about and to, like, break down, like, the issues the City have had, and also the issues that Chelsea have forced City to have, in fairness. Like, let's give some credit to Chelsea. They have played well. Come on, City. That's lovely by Bernardo. Finds Phil Foden, who finds Kova, who finds Haaland, who... Kovacic took a shot. Oh! I don't know how we've scored, but we've fucking done it! Come on! A massive deflection! Totally undeserved! A totally unwarranted and unjust victory at this stage of the proceedings. Oh my god, if we've won this game, it's the most undeserved win I've ever seen. Oh my god, Foden with the flick, that's lovely. Bernardo found Foden. Foden found Kovacic. Kovacic found Haaland. Vice versa, takes the deflection. Rodri shot. Oh, it's horribly deflected off Thiago Silva. Oh, it's on target. To be fair, Sanchez may have got to it anyway, but it's impossible for Sanchez to do anything there. It's so unfortunate for Thiago Silva. And that's a Rodri goal. And that, as it stands, is one of the most undeserved wins of City's season. Goodness me. Who cares? We take it. Oh, it's the 86th minute and we've scored what could be the winning goal. It's heartbreak as it stands for Chelsea, but there is time, guys, for another goal. There is time for another goal. He actually did Disney, but that will technically be a Rodri goal. It was going on target. That's poor by Disassi, who goes straight into Grealish, and Bernardo can't control it. What a shame. Oh, God. Right, 3 minutes left. Can we hold on? We're surely not going to lose now, at least. When was the last time it was a 4-4? Why is this game so... Why has this game got so many fucking goals? Oh, God. Oh, dearie me. What a fucking mad game this is. And Pep won't like this, but even if we win, Pep is going to hate this, because this has been a fucking chaotic mental game. Good lord. Oh, we've got 3 minutes to not concede a goal. Rodri's on fire. And that's the thing as well. And this is what, you know, I've no idea what the, I've no idea what, like, the match ratings will be. But Rodri has been fucking god-awful this game. But he scored a goal. So I'm sure on, like, FootMob and SofaScore, they're giving him, like, a 7.9 or a really good, you know, a decent match rating. When actually, he has been shit. Oh, dear. Goodness me. You are always at risk of conceding deflections if you concede long shots, but it doesn't stop it being an incredibly unlucky goal. A haul and assist? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. Oh, come on, boys. Keep it together for 2 minutes. For 2 minutes. And like, you know, 12 minutes extra time. That's poor. Never mind, that's... Rodri, what are you doing, mate? There we go, thank God. I thought he was going to fuck that up as well. That's a foul on Gvardiol. Oh, Grealish, that's so good. He beats 3 Chelsea players there and wins the foul. Amazing. The drum roll, you've proved my point there, mate. Absolutely. Rodri has an 8.2 on FootMob. He has been fucking shit. Okay? And a deflected goal ain't going to change that. A deflected goal ain't changing that. There's a lady on TikTok who wants to go live with me. No, thank you. Caicedo off. A striker in Broja is brought on. Oh, God, what a ridiculous game. Absolute scenes. Come on. Let's keep it together. Keep it together. I personally think a draw. Someone sum this game up for me in 3 words. Chaotic. Errors. And fun. You know, assuming you're not a City fan. Sorry about that, Josh. You can subscribe if you want to have an ad-free experience. I apologise, Josh. I don't put the ads on, to be fair. If I could make it so it was only like pre-roll, then I would. I don't click a button to do adverts. I'll look into it, see if I can reduce it. Or turn them off entirely. I don't think I can, though. But we'll see. Oh, how much time we have him? I don't want to see a Hublot sponsor. 8 minutes, right? There is time. There is time. Kovacic playing like Rodri. Rodri playing like Kovacic. Yeah, since Kovacic has come on, he's played well, you know. He has played well. His carrying created that goal. Oh dear. Oh, Sterling gets a lucky one there, but Gvardiol does well in the end. Lovely. There we go. That's better, Gvardiol. Good work. Good one, Jack. Oh, that is brilliant. That's a yellow card. Really good interplay by Bernardo and Jack Grealish. That's a yellow. That's a yellow. That's a yellow card. Hello? Game booked. No idea why that's not been given as a yellow. That was a haul and assist, was it? Massive. That should be a yellow card. Don't know why that's not been given. That's a bit annoying. Oh, we've played 1 minute of the 8 extra. I think a draw is warranted. So if Chelsea do score a late equaliser, it probably will be just desserts, in fairness. So I won't be too upset if Chelsea get an equaliser, because it's probably what they deserve, but we shall see if it actually materialises. Here is Sterling. That's a goal. That's a penalty. Penalty Chelsea, wow. We've actually thrown it away. We've actually bottled it. Thank you, Ruben Diaz. Thank you, Ruben Diaz. What a stupid idiot you are. That's so shit, man. And Palmer, oh my god, Palmer's going to score, and then the fucking storyline's going to be like, oh, Palmer got a goal. He's fucking sick. That is shit, Diaz. What you doing? You don't get anywhere near the ball, Ruben. What are you doing? Fucking hell. Such a penalty, yeah. Such a penalty, Toby. Fucking hell, Ruben. Shit. He fucking takes him out. Penalty all day, you idiots. Joe, we take those. I don't know why they're having a fight. Like, can you stop crying? Like, Sterling's telling Jackson to fuck off. Yeah, probably drum roll. Easy W, says Quinch. Oh, what a shame. I don't know, Liam. He's doing what he's done all game. Be shit, sadly. And it's going to be Palmer to get his goal against City. So that means he scored more goals against City in the league than for. It won't get saved out. Edison doesn't like to save penalties.
Big cock.
Thanks for that, Quinch. And that just sums up the game. It's, what? Right, guys, stop bitching. You made the mistakes. You gave away a penalty. Fucking cope with it and be a man about it. Walker, you've played shit. Stop getting in a fight. Why are these players popping off? You were shit. Deal with it. Jesus, man. Yeah, of course it is, Will. He fucking takes him out. It's Ruben Diaz being an idiot. I don't know what's going through his brain there. And Palmer's 4 penalty goals this will be. I can't wait to beat you lot next week, says Liam. To be fair, I mean, you would have to have another Rodri and Ruben Diaz disaster class. But it could happen, absolutely. And this will be Chelsea to make it level at 4-4. What a mad game. 8 goals. Who knows, guys? Maybe there's another goal in this game after this. And Palmer to get his goal against City because Edison doesn't save penalties. And there we go. That's it. There we go. What a shame. What a waste. Should have seen out the game. But Diaz decides not to. I'd say what this game reminds me a lot of, boys. The Real Madrid game from a couple seasons ago. You know, when there were 7 goals in the game. At least Edison dived the right way, to be fair to him. He tried. Indeed, we are thankfully still top of the table, but yes, we have thrown this game away with defensive error after defensive error after defensive error. It is quite staggering. It's quite staggering how we've been able to throw this game away. To be honest. It's very impressive. Gvardiol, Diaz, Rodri, stalwarts for Man City. Defensive stalwarts, players who you associate with composure, always making the right decisions. And nearly everything they've done today has been bad. Which is a shame. Didn't celebrate fair enough, says Louis. Yeah, very, very muted celebrations from Palmer and Sterling. Fair play to them. It wouldn't surprise me, guys, if there was another goal. Any chance for Chelsea winning? Hey, there probably will be 3 minutes from here because of all the, delays with the penalties. Yeah, it's been a very chaotic game. Jackson's got 7 yellow cards. How? We've only played 11 games. Are we actually going to concede Oh, hello. City are attacking. Here comes City. Little Phil. That's a bad foul. This game out of nowhere sort of boiled over. Yeah, this has been a very spicy game. What's the first penalty? It shouldn't have been a penalty, Owl. Can't lie, won't lie. At least we're getting out the shit Rodri and Diaz yellow performances early, says Drumroll. I think a draw is more of a fair result. I can't lie. I think a draw is a fair result. I don't think either side really did enough to win the game. James says, can't believe they gave Diaz the Player of the Year over Kane that year. He has been very stinky today, mate. Very, very stinky. It's the worst game I've seen him have for City. It's the worst game I've seen Rodri play for City. But what I will say is, it's the worst, as I say, worst game for Gvardiol, Diaz, Rodri. But we still deserve a point. So there is the context there, in fairness. That's me looking on the bright side of things. I'm still thinking we deserve a point for how we've played. Maybe, Joe, maybe. I think we conceded 3 to Real Madrid in that one game, didn't we? Not 4. I think it was 4-3. There we go. This will... Oh, well, actually, there might be a lot more added time here because of the penalty delay. And then this one here. Walker, why are you going for goal, mate? Why are you trying to shoot? Walker, you do not score these, mate. You haven't scored a free kick since like 2012, I feel like. Please stop. Yeah, over and wide. No, never gonna score. Never gonna score. Not to be. Ah. I don't know, drumroll. If Alvarez was on the pitch, I wouldn't mind that, but Walker was never gonna score that. And there we go. And this should be the end of the game, really. Are we going to end it now? Oh, the Chelsea, says Toby. There we go. Let's end the game there, ref. We'll take the point. We will take the points, please and thank you. AS, how you doing, mate? AKA Abby. We're now in the 99th minute of 8 additional added on. We are somehow still going here, which is interesting. Disasi gets an interesting hooked clearance. City throw-in. Can we just end the game now, ref? Please. We're going to go into the 100th minute, and I don't know if my timer can do that, boys. Oh, dear. Oh, Ruben Diaz, what you doing? You silly man. Can't believe it. Well, I can, because he was playing shit. But you know what I mean. Why is the game still going on? What is happening here? Can you just end it, ref? I'm bored. Bernardo, what are you doing? Good tackle by Kovacic. Well done. Won the ball. Really good tackle. Really good tackle. Keep going. He's fine. He's not injured. Keep playing on. Keep playing on. Might as well. Don't tell the ref to end it. You'll get sent off. There we go. Full time. A very, very weird game, guys. 4-4 in the end. Probably really entertaining if you are a neutral. You guys know me. I'm going to look on the bright side. Chelsea have demonstrated this season that going away to Stamford Bridge ain't easy if you're a big team. Liverpool didn't win there. Arsenal didn't win there. What, Pochettino's upset with something. I don't know what. Yeah. So Chelsea have been good against the best sides. Conversely, oh dear me. Conversely, some of City's best players dropped absolute stinkers. So the fact that we were able to drop those stinkers and still come out of what I think is a just point, I'm actually reasonably happy with that, in fairness. Also, given the context of we are still top of the table, not just on goal difference, by a point as well. Excuse me. So I'm actually reasonably happy with that. As I say, I think a draw was a fair result. both teams created like towards the end a similar number of chances. The Reds have got no money, but still win the league. It's a very, very fun, entertaining game. Absolutely, Jacob. And as I say, I think that was fine. Phil Foden for me was the best player on the pitch. In fairness, I thought that probably maybe Sterling was Chelsea's best player. You might want to say Gallagher. I personally give it to Sterling. He did walk it over and over and over again. Hindsight's a thing, but we probably should have started Grealish, I guess, in the end, because Doku didn't. But yeah, I think a draw is absolutely fair, Will, because Doku didn't really get into it. So you think Sterling will? I think Foden. Sterling was certainly the best player for Chelsea. For me, Foden was the best overall. He was certainly City's best player. Just didn't get the the goal or the assist that his performance deserved. And yeah, in the end, both sides created 5 big chances, and they both missed 2 of those, which is interesting. If I think about the main City chance that went begging was that Haaland one, where he just he hit it to central. I'll take that. I thought Chelsea were going to win it at the end. Yeah, Tom, I'll definitely take that. As I say, I'm actually quite happy with a point, given all that context I've spoken about. The fact that people will look on this and go, Chelsea played really well, but then conversely go the fact that lots of City's players didn't play well, and yet we still, in my opinion, deserved a point. I think that's pretty good going at a ground where Arsenal have failed to win and the other big team, Liverpool, failed to win. So, not too beaten up about it. We should have won if Diaz shouldn't be giving away a 95th minute penalty. That is stupid from Ruben. There's no need to go diving in like that. If you are going to go diving in like that, you have to win the ball. You didn't. Hopefully this is a bit of a learning experience for Gvardiol and also for Rodri, who for me was really, 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 really bad. Really bad. Massive shame there. Still got his goal though, guys, so FootMob will say he played well. But yeah, mad. Can't believe how lucky Rodri is. Yeah, that's the thing, Will. And people who didn't watch the game or only watch the highlights will they'll see that and go, oh, Rodri played well. He didn't. You would like to think that in a future game, Rodri and Diaz and Gvardiol all won't drop. No worries at all, Tom. They all won't drop absolute stinkers all at once in the same game. Diaz, his worst game for City. Rodri, maybe not his worst. There may have been one that was worse in his first season, but certainly in recent memory, that was his worst game. It's been Gvardiol's worst performance. Alvarez did basically nothing. I did like when Kovacic came. I thought Kovacic did really well when he came on, actually. And yeah, Walker was bad defensively. You beat them at the Etihad. The crowd behind you says, well, probably, yeah. Probably. Again, context. Chelsea, as you know, I know they're in 10th. It's fun to banter them. They've lost at home to Brentford, for example. But again, the context of they are quite good against the bigger sides. And I don't really see us having that many bad individual performances again. Parma's where United fans think Garnacho is, says Abby. Matthew says, I'll take a draw. Definitely. Definitely. I don't think City winning would have been a fair result. I don't think Chelsea winning would have been a fair result. I think that a draw is fair and square. If Palmer wasn't that good today, Will. He was fine. He was all right. But I don't think he was even their first or second best player. It was JW. It shouldn't have stood. He was fine, but again, Will, you asked the question, what if Palmer plays better than Foden today? We don't even need to consider that because he didn't. It shouldn't have, Matthew, but a draw, I think we can all agree, is a fair result in the context. It means that City stay at the top of the table. They're 1 point ahead of Liverpool, and City now in a very tricky period now. Let me just double check the fixtures. We now play Liverpool at home. Let me just double check them. This is where the tricky run comes in. Yeah, so we've already played away at Old Trafford, obviously. home against Liverpool, and then there's a Champions League game. Shut up, Will. And then home against Spurs, away against Villa. So the tricky run starts with a draw. But as I say, I think we take those. If people want to talk about the narrative of Palmer scoring against City, that's fine. But I don't think he really demonstrates anything today to suggest why he would be included in City's team, unless massive injuries or whatever. Guys, I really hope you've enjoyed the stream. A chaotic, emotional stream where it's all popped off, really. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys not tomorrow. I will see you guys next week for more streams. Have a lovely rest of your evening, chaps, and I'll see you all then. Goodbye, guys.